I disengaged on a crack, so obviously the game has to break.
The door creaks open as spears blow out from the floor beneath, and the bunny has taken the first leap off stones, only to reveal strangeness inside the room. And, as if sitting in the middle of it, challenging, or maybe channeling, the strangeness of the room, sits a immense figure. Clearly a Wargaz, as you can see his ears poking out, but he's wearing an ominous beak mask, and is armed to the teeth. Maybe even beyond it, as his arm has been replaced by what seems to be a bladed fist. You scour this room and feel a sudden sourness in your stomach as the blood smell that was hanging around before is quite heavy. Not heavy enough to throw off your senses or make you gag, but heavy enough to make the hackles in the back of your neck raise. Your sneak attack action was to use stepping stones, so finish out your movement to wherever you like, and then we'll resolve everybody else's sneak action.
Cool. That's kind of what I was figuring was it would be a sneak
And then we'll roll initiative, just for clarity.
I'll just end right there. I think that's where I was going to end anyway, so I'll do that.
So, for clarity for everyone else, there are currently spears crossing this threshold that Zach jumped over. Next turn in initiative, you'll be able to go through, but this turn Zach may be on his own unless somebody else is going to vault over them with him. What is your guys' sneak action? As you clearly have the jump on this fight, as you were the ones who opened the door and got to decide when you pushed it open.
Are the spears metal?
The spears do indeed appear to be made out of metal. Not Orialcum, but without a Sundering weapon, it'd be a little bit difficult to knock them down this turn.
Yes, probably not just like Rhino charge strength checkable.
Not without an extraordinary strength check to bend the metal, no. If you wish to attempt it, you can, but odds are not in your favor for knocking over a wall of spears.
I'll go here, so no one bumps into me in my invisible form.
You still got the invisibility tarp on, yes. Yarmir, I believe the last thing you said was that you were sneaking behind the Rhino before all this started, so you are still attempting to sneak. You haven't rolled your sneak check yet, but it is your sneak attack round, so you can do what you want, whether that be applying a venom, or drinking a potion preemptively, or whatever you would like. I don't believe you've got... Do you have Darkstalker yet to do crazy sneak attack bullshit? I think it's level 9, right? The bonus attacks off sneak, or bonus rounds.
That's 9, yes.
Okay. So what would you like to do during your sneak round, Yaramir? If you need time to decide... Oh.
I just stood up. I was vacuuming. For a minute. I'm back. Yeah, I'm just going to...
Vacuuming.
I spelled goldfish.
The snack that smiles back.
Goldfish. Yeah, Yaramir's just going to try to get as close to the druid as he can. 50 foot.
Now, you're aware there's spikes there, right?
No.
There's a wall of spikes that is traversing right here that the bunny hopped over. You could probably do the same on your turn, but for the first sneak attack round here, an initiative, basically the first turn initiative, there's these things in front, so you can walk up to the gate if you want.
That's fine. I will do that.
And Rainer, what would you like to do during your sneak attack round? Buff somebody, or channel something, or something else? Change forms?
I'd like to buff, so I'm going to stay wholly to start.
Okay, would you like to buff somebody you can see? You can see all your friends right now.
Can he see me?
I'm the only one he can see, and he has me buffed. So you probably just want to move up.
Sorry, Roll20 is really laggy right now, too.
It's because you turned hardware acceleration off to stream for us.
Oh, I did, yeah. I forgot about that. Alright, I'm going to move right here, and I will buff. Well, then, if buff is on you, then that means buff is on cooldown, doesn't it?
Yeah. And this is
okay.
sneak attack, so you can only move or buff.
So yeah, you can get closer, and that'll be your sneak.
And I'm buffed, so it's on cooldown. So yeah, you can just move up, and the others are sneaking. So moving up is fine.
I'm gonna put myself right here like a chunky little piece of bait.
All right. As the party moves in position after cracking open the door, and you see the situation on the other side through a wall of spears, except for the bunny who decided to jump over them, only to decide better of going into the midst of the chaos and hang back for a second.
Can we? Can we do a mic check? I want to go to Demon Mike for like 10 minutes.
Okay, say something when you switch.
Yep, I'll let you know.
Alright. Wow. Quiet. You're quiet.
I'm turned all the way up on myself. I'm like 5% from the top.
Okay, I'll boost you on my end. Just tell me when you switch back so you don't blow my ears out when that happens.
Yes, I will give you I'll do the same thing I did Swamp to it.
Alright, as you all settle in position as that overwhelming stench of blood fills your nostrils. Roll initiative.
Hey, we're getting the ones out of the way.
That either means
Not a D.
you don't bother doing lightning in a bottle because it'll take forever to get to the top, or you just do it turn one instantly. Because what we got 2, 4, 6, 8 of us, so we'll take you 8 turns to get to the top. I mean, you can do it because at least you moving up in initiative can help combo you a little better, but
That's not a good spot to have the nat 20.
no, it's not.
Oh, you're lucky I clicked the Arc Druid. I clicked the Owlbear first and not the Arc Druid. Still not a great spot, but not a real bad spot.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're still sneaking turn 1 JP, you might as well do lightning in a bottle just to...
I think so. Get some movement speed and just a little bit of action economy, even if you're just passing people.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's going to be like, even if you pass 1 or 2 of them coming up, that will be helpful. You don't necessarily need a double turn on the Druid, although it would be nice. Like, getting if you go the turn after the Druid, then you're going to jump the Druid, and the next turn you're going to go before him. So, like, you don't need double top of order turns. Just doing that is almost nice. Although, he might have such low initiative that it doesn't matter. Here, I'll put in Cameron's. I can do that. Hey, I can put in T-Pabs too. There you go, Josh.
Alright, as the owlbear, who got first initiative, reacts quickly, almost animalistically and instinctively, to the sudden disturbance of you kicking open the door and landing next to him, as it would try to tear into you with bestial ferocity. Something seems unusual about this creature, however, you probably need to wait for Cameron's turn for him to do a magical creatures to see what the particular deal is with these owlbear.
Yeah.
It's a druid.
13 is good enough to dodge, as the clawed clutch goes over your head and streams with strange energies. Quaylen, it is your turn.
That's good, because if he had freaking 10 to hit, I would be worried. I'll call off and tell Rainer behind us to be careful. I saw a potential dog-like figure behind the barricade back here, so make sure you don't get trapped too far behind because that might be problematic for you. Then I'm going to erosive strike the Archdruid.
As you lift your spear up and surprisingly point it in his direction, only for debris and dust from the ground to form along the edge and stab through as if you were next to him. He was not expecting to get stabbed with a melee weapon from 65 feet, as, well, you're not sneaking, so you do still need to try to hit, but
Yep.
it is definitely catching him off guard. As you successfully stab the druid. Now, 20 physical plus 4 sheer. That's a... explosion.
No
And then he is-
explosions in there.
There's
Oh yeah, one.
like, that's 3d6, isn't it? Oh, it's 46. No, it's 3d6.
3d6 plus 7. And I assume he's not giant.
He is giant. He's a giantkin.
Oh, okay, then that's 26.
Yeah, he's Wargas. So 26 physical damage after his bulky resistances.
Who are you hitting?
Archdruid.
Oh, I need to refresh. Your rabbit's not moved at all.
I'm right
No,
next
he-
to
he can do
yeah,
that.
I'm right next to Al there.
Oh.
I got 160-foot range to start.
Oh, for fuck's sake! What the?
I could Dust Bowl and hit the freaking steps we came in from the portal,
Oh
but
my
I'm
God.
not. But I'm not stupid enough to do that with owl bears here.
Yeah.
His thing is that it only lasts like one strike, though, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So he can continually stack his, make his spear longer by making a bunch of dust in front of it thing is for a long time. So he can get a big old poke, but it takes like 10 turns to do. Anyway, after all of his resistances, alright. I'll tell you, I just need to keep track of this number because it's the cumulative damage so far.
Oh, so it's not. So I dealt 26 physical, 4 sheer. It's not okay. Next time it adds 30 on. It's after resistance is how much it.
Yeah, it's damage
Back.
taken, I believe it says. Is it damage taken or dealt?
Erosive strike is the total damage the target has taken from your
Taken,
erosive
yes.
strike.
Taken is the critical word there.
Okay.
So it's
Okay.
post mitigation, which is why I am being slow in calculating
Yep.
out his chunky resistances.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. That's something I don't need to worry about keeping track of then.
Alright, as if in a echoing, rumbling reply to what you said, Quaylen, somebody give me a spot check. Somebody on this side of the wall, preferably.
Not me.
That would be a TPAV if it's on that side of the wall.
I
Oh,
need the spot.
that I forgot. I have inner fire, so that adds 8 damage per alignment.
8 holy
instead of
damage,
an
yeah.
holy. Yeah. I didn't know if he's true neutral or what.
Neutral evil.
Okay, so that'd be 16 damage.
26. What's behind us?
You hear something behind you, almost like snoring, but a little bit more irregular, and before you recognize it as snorting, something sniffing the way behind you, as if it's being awakened. It's groggy, whatever it is, as you don't hear anything obvious over there, but your high spot has led you to believe that there is indeed something behind here. Just not coming out to play quite yet.
But it's not out. All right. I might have to Hodor here.
Alright, Bunny, I want you to roll a spot check.
Oh, me now? Okay.
As you... Wait, no, I'm sorry. You failed the spot check the first time. I forgot that. That's why you didn't reveal this enemy.
Which enemy? The doggo back here or something? I
No,
got a
sneaking-
glimpse of him.
The sneaking one that was over on the other side.
Yeah, probably like right here.
Oh, on the left side? Oh, then... Oh. Yeah. I didn't know that one was there.
As it walks up to you and stabs you in the side, as you suddenly feel something shooting and almost spider-like tendrils Pain of shooting through. Unusual. As you look down and see... the 17 dark damage.
Is it an auto hit?
Sneak attack.
He's sneaking.
Oh, duh.
Okay, 5 resistance, 4 DR, that's -9, so that's 8.
And a fortitude save, which is a saving throw, so you get to roll your advantage.
I assume... yeah. Shields don't... This being damage to shield doesn't change anything.
This is a contact ability, so it does change. It doesn't penetrate the rocky shield around you, so no, you're fine.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so that just deals 8 damage to my shield. I'm glad I double-checked that.
As dark shooting tendrils shoot in and crack the rock, and we still get the same pain descriptions of something is unusual about the attack.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
As it is the next one's turn. It can't quite reach you. As it would stand in the way here. As it moves and kind of shambles around. Its frame is impossibly thin. That thing in the bottom left is its torso, if you can't tell. Hold on, let me give you the full picture.
Holy crap. I thought that was a dog and that was a leg. That's... Wow, okay. Yeah, I didn't notice that.
Nope, it's upright.
Oof, God.
And it's almost got a porcupine-like mane and blood dripping from its antlers and mouth.
Okay.
It is not pleasant to look at, and it's even worse when you got jump scared by one on your side.
Yeah, most definitely.
As the other owlbear would only when you go for the next and only available target.
Oh, that's me.
That is yet another dodge, as the owlbears slice at you, this time another kind of weird trace of energy behind it. As Tarkog, at the top of the order of initiative, the spears retreated down, but you can hear them doing that same clicking noise with your same spot check before, as you believe these are going to re-trigger, just like the arrows on this one were constantly re-triggering. A revolving door of open and close. So, it is now on green light.
Red light. Green light.
Which is bad for Zach. Just gonna point that out there. Give him a hand.
Wait, why is it bad for me?
Because you'll have a difficult time discerning between that one and that one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, he's a mid player. He's not out of his DTF cards. Figure it out.
Okay. Twisted Fate is the champion I hate playing against the most. I can't dodge his Q to save my life. Sorry. Tangent aside.
T-Bev?
I'm thinking.
Okay. It's currently green light. Top of the order next time, it'll go to red light, which means the spears are out again.
Oh, okay, so maybe the thing behind us will have to deal with the spears too.
Yeah, so just get up here and start pounding.
Yeah. What do you... Do you want me to try to free you up?
You don't need to free me up if you don't want to. Just do whatever. Like, there's going to be an open hex next to me for reflex saves because of the spikes, and I move without attacks opportunity. Just do whatever you want. Don't feel like you need to free me.
Okay.
Just come in and smash.
Well, yeah, I might just do like a move here, and
that does well. Actually,
am I in the spikes, Josh?
yeah, you would be, but you can't
Yeah,
get any
you'd have 2
further.
tiles in the spikes.
What about here?
No, you don't have any tiles touching the spikes.
Oh, yeah, that's a good spot.
I'm thinking double cruel smash. What are you thinking?
Go for it. Which 2? You can hit 3 of them.
Technically, yeah. Do it. The owl bears kind of scare me for Cameron.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah.
Double smash the owl bears with my.
Welcome
Don't forget your heroic strike.
Is this like a void down here or something?
Look behind the boss, That is a waterfall. There's giant waterfall in this whole place.
So could T-Bev pick up an owlbear and chuck him down into the water?
Good try, kid. You'll get to see if owlbears know how to fly or not.
It's like what Palpatine had happened to him from Darth Vader.
And somehow, owlbears returned.
Yeah, so I will attempt to cruel smash both owl bears.
You're sneaky. Don't you auto hit?
Oh, wait. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So... Rhino is the funniest shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
use your...
out of nowhere.
You have to roll to see if they spot you, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Owlbears in the CC, they get a chance to see through it, is my guess.
Alright.
You were just one.
I would just say just do the one, so you roll the 20. Which one are you hitting?
Yeah.
Because the other ones don't matter.
Oh, I'm basically, the Rhino just takes his polearm and smashes it down on both backs of the owlbear because it's a double weapon.
But they'll be both of them. Alright. They may independently be able to dodge because it's 2 independent attacks for that. Alright, so roll the 20 total. They both... Hold on. I think owlbears actually have stats. I'm pretty sure those see through. Owlbears have skill blocks.
What does skill blocks mean? They have skills?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, both of those probably.
Yeah.
Yes. Owlbears are minimum fully grown at level 6. And they have at least level in spot. So
Alright. Close one,
no matter
far
what,
one.
they see it.
Non-crit.
So 5 and a 6. Those are both hits. Neither of them crit. You're right.
And that should have been with Heroic Strike 2. So, or can I do that to both? No, probably just one, right?
I believe...
Double weapons or...
No, double...
Your next successful attack.
Yeah, your next
So
successful.
the first one will be a 58, second one will be a 45. They're both knocked prone.
Zach, your Albert page is wrong. They
Cloak
don't have
effect
leather
drops,
progression,
right?
they have male progression.
Oh, that's old. I couldn't tell. I couldn't remember. Okay, thank you.
My invis drops, right, Josh?
Correct.
Okay.
He said it was 58 and 45. Okay. Neither of them are bloodied. They are knocked prone, however. As the Archdruid would look down at the strange pierce from the, the spear. Basically the one that came across and, was, nowhere to be seen now, as he looks down at the hole kind of questioningly and the small drips of blood from it. Before, in a garbled voice, which is not that similar to the one that he was speaking through in the ward up above, he would say in almost kind of a slurred speech, "You should have taken the chance and left." Almost like his jaw is strange. Before, he would say, in what is perfect enunciation, in contrast to what he just said, "Leave." Not leave, not quite, as you feel something strange happen as one of the orbs on the outside of the platform begin to light up.
Yeah, we need
Which one is this? Aha, far right one. As it lights up with a strange glowing rune. And this one should be Zach's favorite color, not that color. Green.
Okay. Green on green. Perfect.
As you see, or rather, Spellcraft feel something strange happening as he begins to walk down the stairs.
But I have to wait for my turn.
No, you can Spellcraft reflexively.
Oh, my bad. Okay, I should have done it before. Let me just double check so I don't lie. I have 11. $27.
One second while I'm finishing it up. As he says those words, you can see that thing over here light up. The thing in the, the strange holder. And, what's worse, you can see strange letters skittered across it. And, using previous knowledge you picked up and the fact that you own one of these, you identify this as a runestone. A Giantkin runestone, in fact. Words of power spoken. As you can tell, the effect is something to do with, well, nature, and as you look at it more closely, the magic is subtle and difficult to discern, but you try your best. And you notice something peculiar. Not quite holy and not quite unholy, but something definitely to do with life. As you stare between all 4 and then 5 of these people, and realize they're hard to tell apart. They've been linked.
Oh.
So these are druids.
Yes.
These aren't just animals.
Well,
Josh just said people.
Is this a spirit link effect?
Yes.
Holy shit.
As it comes down to your turn, Raynor, and you feel these magics ancient, unstable, or perhaps stable in ways you can't comprehend. And you look on the rhino's back for the runestones he's been carrying. And wonder what the heck yours could do, if this is activating to be this powerful. And, what's worse, there's 2 more in pedestals you can see in the back.
Just remember, Cameron, don't hit the owlbears. Don't hit anyone else.
Why? What happens if I hit an owlbear?
You're gonna
Absolutely
do
nothing.
0 damage.
Super magic.
Because they're super magic resistant.
Yes. Like
But
we
a
have
holy
like
buff
5
for us.
We have like 5 resistances. They're gonna have like 15 every resistance, if not 60 plus. So you're dealing 0 damage to them. So you want to hit the 2 guys to the side or the big guy.
If you're gonna do a holy, though, I would say that's fine.
Yeah, I still
The
don't think
buffs will
holy
make a
will be-
bigger difference at that point than.
Yeah, holy's not going to deal any damage to the owlbears.
No, but the buffs. And if they're spirit
Yeah.
linked, anything it does hit damages them all at once.
Yep.
10. Alright, I think I'm gonna channel a holy like this.
Okay, you don't need to release the holy until later.
Yep, I'm not releasing it until.
And you're aware that if you do this, you'll be separated from the group next turn. When it
Yes.
comes red light. Okay.
Well, okay. So there's 2 things I was thinking of. One, is JP gonna go and try to open soon, or is he going to?
I'll be waiting at least 1 more turn to open.
Okay. So then I feel safe back here, because if that thing comes and tries to get me, then it's baited into getting fucking fisted by Sneaky Joe over here. But alright, thank you.
As Yaramir, it becomes your turn, and you see the Archdruid approaching as you had hoped, but also you heard the Rhino warning you about some growling over here, or rattling.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting on the other side of the spears. I want to just move somewhere over here and drink my lightning and bottle potion.
Okay, as you move past, you have to move into melee of at least one enemy.
I just
If
move through
he
Tika.
runs through the middle of Rhino, he doesn't need to.
You run underneath. All right, just to throw out silliness, you have to scurry underneath his dick. So congrats. you just crawl.
That's a clean dick.
I like to think he just does like a sprinting slide underneath the Rhino as he stands there.
He has to do a sprinting slide, and he has to like try to tuck his chin the whole time, so he doesn't see anything or get hit by anything.
I have underwear and a codpiece on. Leave me alone.
As you duck behind something and get a good sightful of the side eye of that thing, whatever it is. It sure is scary, and you really wish Cameron maybe would take a turn to identify it. But understandably, we got shit to do. As you do lightning in a bottle, as these spears once again go up. As it's now red light. And as if to accentuate that is indeed red light, you see a couple of arrows ping across this side here. So you don't want to be on either spot when it turns red light. Unless you want to be shish kebabbed by the same arrows that JP had dodged narrowly before.
TPAV would be especially shish kebabbed hitting both.
Yeah.
As it comes to the top of the order, once again, with the owlbear. The owlbear kind of bristles at being attacked by TPAV and would see probably that its best bet is to hit this one still, as there's not really a good opportunity to peel out. The other owlbear has the opportunity to hit TPAV, because, in return, but this one is too untrustworthy of Zach.
Fair enough.
As it would lash out again.
That's 3 13s in a row.
As you narrowly dodge this one as well, continuing to roll hot.
I'm okay with this.
This becomes Quaylen's turn once again.
Okay. I am going to move here. And I'm going to Sandblast Swirl. So that pushes them 10 feet back. I'm assuming these guys are immobilized, and that one, I'm guessing, gets pushed into the spikes. I just don't know. I guess the question is he immobilized by the spikes, or does he just get pushed into them for the sake of my damage if I need to roll a crit and non-crit damage, or just...
The owlbears are proned. So this one hits here and the other one gets scooted along the next tile. This one gets butted against the spears and I'm trying to think, does it make sense to do your... I'm trying to see if he can get pushed through the spears, and it would be a difficult check of some kind. I don't know if it makes sense to make it his strength check or like your dex check, whatever the hell you used to hit. Because he kind of flung him back.
Yeah, either or.
All right. We'll see if this is technically destructible terrain rather than solid terrain, so it will count as solid terrain if you don't roll high enough to push him all the way through.
Okay.
So roll like just a
Can
dex
you
check.
choose to low roll it?
He doesn't need to choose. Yep. As you bump against the wall, and they take critical damage.
Okay. Crit for all three is 85, and then this one takes half, which is 42. So owlbears take 85 each, and the one, and then the non-owlbear takes 42. So
And that's straight physical?
Correct. I'm assuming owlbears aren't giant, right?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah. And then I'll have to say it. I have Inner Fire too, but I know that bonus damage deals none to the owlbears. The other one
And
might do some.
What's your alignment? Chaotic something? Get good?
Chaotic good.
Okay. This thing is also initially evil.
Cool. So 2 alignment steps away. I'm okay with that.
As Raynor, as you're channeling up, you've got time to maintain concentration. As you notice something.
Can I check it?
Yep, you kind of are maintaining focus, and you hear that kind of ruffling noise again from behind. As you look behind you a little bit as you're channeling, and your breath catches in your throat a little bit, as you see from the other side of that torn out or, rattled up wall, a hand sticking through the grates, and about 10 feet into the room.
At 10? What the fuck?
That's bigger than I thought. Holy crap.
Yeah,
That's what she
looks,
said.
As-
way bigger than we saw last week. What the fuck? Its head is different.
As you look back and your breath catches in your throat a bit, as it would slowly curl its hands back to the grates, and with one rumbling motion would try to push and lift. The grates strain against its strength check. As the grates are getting pushed out,
Holy shit.
not fully out
Plus
yet.
49.
Holy
Josh,
shit.
Josh, shut the fuck up right now. There's no way it's plus 49.
I need to be enlarged yesterday.
Yeah, you're going back over.
Cameron, I need you to finish the holy and buff my strength, and I'm gonna teleport behind you with my shoes because I have to deal with that. I can't help with the boss. I gotta deal with the real boss.
Also note, you might want to buff your Agi with inner fire so he can enlarge in person you.
I thought you had it.
We both have one. I can use it on you still, but he
yeah,
can
you
too.
you might have to be the one to enlarge me because
Yeah, if you're doing strength with that, I'll.
Yeah.
I like that I
don't-
have to give these guys generic names because we don't have
Yeah.
time to identify them.
Yeah.
Terrifying creature. Even more terrifying creature.
Yep.
Is
I
that
love
a
it.
human body in his hand?
yeah, there's several strapped to
Yeah.
its body as well.
Oh shit!
The damn.
That thing's fucking ugly.
As this one, Zach, does it get knocked? No, it just gets knocked in the terrain.
Yeah,
so
just the crit damage should.
the owlbears are still prone, except for the one that hit the top of the order.
Yeah, he could have
He
stood
could
up.
have stood
yeah,
up. So this
yeah, the
one's
left
stood
one.
up. All right, token layer. So he's actually stood up. Didn't matter because he was hitting you anyway. This terrifying creature is going to move next to you again and slice at you. Now, he might be, hold on. These guys... He crits anyway. Alright, you don't get to know
Oh.
the fun thing.
Son of a. Okay. I'll allow it. It's all fair with me critting all 3 of them. I think him critting me is even.
As the shadowy claw reaches into you and starts digging at your shell again. Dealing 28 dark damage. And as he does so, you're pretty sure you can feel that same pinprick's strange sensation, and now something once more, or something once again. As it kind of recedes, and you realize what it's been doing. Sapping strength from you. Life-stealing.
Shoot. Good thing I had the shield, which is still intact.
You think it's still able to sap the vitality, but it's not able to get your fort check on that one yet.
Yep. Okay.
As T-Pav, the other one, is going to try to stab you.
Reflex.
No.
What is it?
Attacking with cunning against your will.
Interesting.
That was the
Better
trick
than my
for Zach.
reflex.
Not good enough. It's got more than one to hit.
Yeah.
Understandably so.
As it hits for 12.
My reflex is 2 and my will is 3.
Hits for 12 dark damage, T-Pav.
Okay.
And
our dark resist at this point should be what now?
you're
5.
level 8, which means you have 3 baseline, and if you're wearing at least tier 2 equipment, you'll have 2 additional resistances.
So plus 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
And because this is not fully mitigated, you need to roll me a fort save.
Thankfully, you're the best
like
at those.
Yeah. But because I said that, I'm gonna roll a 1. Nope.
Yep.
As you can feel something creeping with that, but you are stern enough that it seems to get stuck in your thick hide. As the other owlbear would pick itself up after getting thrown into a wall, and you're the only person nearby, and you've also pissed it off before.
Understandable.
Yep.
As it would slice at you with that strange empowered claw hand.
Reflex.
Yes. These guys have indeed more than 3 to hit, if you can believe that.
I don't think they have 7 or 8.
As you take very minimal, I think you probably fully resist that physical damage.
I have 9 armor.
Yes, as you fully resist the physical damage and see that there is some kind of piercing effect afterwards with nature damage, but you fully resist the initial attack, so nothing happens.
Oh, okay. I was looking at the third. Oh, gotcha. I see.
Yeah, so it must. Yeah, it's split.
Yeah.
Low
Alright.
roll. And
Yeah.
they're not enraged yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Thankfully, they're sharing health, but
What do you mean,
also-
thankfully? They're going to be a long time
No,
and very
yeah,
bloody.
they're gonna be a long time. And what do you mean, thankfully? Shut the fuck up,
Thankfully,
sir.
but unthankfully.
All right. So, while Josh. Okay. So, all right, team. We got a decision to make here.
Go help Cameron. Or go.
Well,
help
no, because there's 2 options. 2 options. I can throw grasping in this choke
That's
point.
not gonna do crap against
Hey,
it.
hey, hey!
It worked last time.
I grasping a Jabberwock, okay?
True. If we're gonna do something, just run back there.
Oh, because like the alternate is I can tugging run this guy over and sheer force, and then go deal with Cameron's stuff whenever it actually breaks out of its cage. I feel like I'm going to be wasting turns if it doesn't manage to break out of its cage.
Coming out of my cage, and I've been doing just
As it-
fine.
as it
I
stands-
think
as
what
it
T-Pab
stands
is
right
saying
now.
is right.
Yeah.
As it stands right now, I
Yeah.
have to use my once-a-day teleport to get out, or I could tugging, and then
Yeah, you can tugging.
I could tugging and then charge, which I could knock several things prone, and then I could wall up 2 with reckless, or I could and I could just do the friendly rhino shove action on you to shift you out of the way. I don't even know
Yeah,
if
I mean,
I
it doesn't
need
matter.
to, though.
It doesn't matter where you shift me, but yeah, tugging him and attacking him is probably the way to go. Whether it's a reckless,
So
whether
tugging,
you sheer.
tugging him, charge here maybe.
I mean, we're in such close quarters. I
Lumbering.
don't know if proning people will necessarily matter besides your
Well,
damage,
it
but
matters for my damage. That's
as
the only-
long as you can still hit the archdruid, sure.
Yeah. So if I tug him here, he's gonna be a thick boy. I might just have to
He'd
charge.
He'd go there.
Yeah, I might have to charge.
So if you charge, you'd have to charge that hex.
Well, I don't know if I have to do max. Where could I minimally charge Josh to knock him over and still be on valid?
Who? Knock who over?
If I auto hit tugging this guy over, where would I have to charge and end up to?
So if you tug him there, you would need to not
Yeah.
be sharing tiles with him. So you would need to get on the other side of him.
So here,
like
which
that.
I could do, but it negates the idea of teleporting out after.
Yeah. And actually, that would
So-
be sharing tiles with him. You'd have to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on who you-
He'd go to one of these 2 hexes here. So
I guess it depends on, does that even matter? Because they're sharing
Yeah.
health right now.
yeah, just pull him and damage him. If you don't proning right now isn't necessary with where it will put you. For
Do
the
we
sake of
want
helping
to
Cameron.
tugging him though? I guess is the question.
He's coming this way either way.
Yeah, I guess
Tugging-
it might catch him unaware in some manner.
You can hold tugging if you want, but you're not going to be able to damage him this turn.
I
if you
won't-
want to damage him, then
Yeah,
tugging.
I won't even really need it. The question is how full do I send it, and what do I do? Is the
Honestly,
question.
you know what
There's a
we-
troll move I could do. You want to hear it?
sure.
Auto hit tugging, anchor howl,
I
free
was
teleport.
just about.
free teleport over the
Oh no, hold the teleport, but
why. I'm completely out of range, and they can only attack me, and I'm gone.
yeah, you can do that if you want. I was gonna
You think
I
that's
was
a
gonna
bad
suggest
idea?
that.
'Cause I kill almost
Pull
every one of
an anchor. You can't hit this owl bear because of where
cares?
things are at, but
Yeah.
you can hit all the others. Yeah, pull an anchor.
and
Howl.
then
Whether you want to teleport or not,
teleport is
now
a
it doesn't
free
matter.
action
But
afterwards, because like it gets me over to help Cameron. Unfortunately, I'll miss the holy.
that's why I'm saying wait.
Yeah, so I could just auto hit tugging anchor howl.
Yeah, do that.
But
That's
that
you read my
might-
mind. I was just
that
about to say
might-
that.
Get me real fucked up.
You have a lot of DR and armor. I would go ahead and do
Yeah.
that. Like
Alright.
you would
Yeah, I'm
have
gonna
fully
use-
resist both attacks with that extra
Yeah,
DR.
I'm gonna.
Can you do? Because I can't see the screen right now.
What?
I'm making sure my noodles don't boil over.
Yeah.
But are you like optimizing the amount of targets I'm hitting with holy, or?
It's going to be the same.
Technically, yeah, it's gonna be the same. I no impact on you.
Yeah, it's going to be the same targets either way.
So yeah, we'll go with that. I auto hit tugging the druid, the big guy.
Okay, do you want him in this tile or do you want him on that tile?
The one to the left, right? Zach?
Either's fine.
Yeah. And then I anchor howl.
Does he literally
Everyone-
roar?
And taunted to me, except for this guy. So that is for 2 turns. They're taunted to me, and I get 5 DR from all taunted targets.
What is a good yelling icon? Here it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still going to hit the same amount of people, Cameron. 2 enemies, 2 allies.
And then is this one taunted too?
Yes. Yes. 15. Well, actually, technically, from my furthest tile, yeah, this one's just out of range.
Yeah, you can't get in range of that one.
But yes, everything but this one is taunted.
Okay, you taunted them all. You still have an attack to do, and then you can blink as a free action if that's what
Are
you
you
want.
sure
Oh no,
about
sorry,
that?
you taunted. Yeah, are you gonna blink?
Man,
now?
it would be nice if Anchor Howl was a free action.
I'd wait to blink so you can get in holy.
Yes.
As Clope would seem surprised by the sudden shift to where he's at. Move there, because Bunny still threatens him, so it doesn't provoke.
Yep.
And what is he going to do on his turn? Ah, yes. That definitely makes sense given the situation. As he would look back the way he came,
Fuck.
and point at another one of the spheres, and yell out yet another keyword. Again, coming out in perfect pronunciation, despite the fact that you can see his jaw is a little bit weird. Hard to describe underneath that beaked mask. As he
Can
would say,
Oh, sorry.
Heilig. And again, another sphere would light up.
2 questions, Josh.
Yes.
1, can I spellcraft that?
Sure. It's next turn, so you can spellcraft.
Okay. And then 2, are these words that are similar enough to either the Giantkin or the Druidic or the Elvish I've picked up?
They are ancient Giantkin. You already know this because you identified them as being runes, and you are learning a lot of ancient Giantkin right now. That's the language that Yarmir is trying to learn and pick up, because it's an advanced one. And you have 1 runestone in your backpack right now in the Rhino for Blood. And whatever the activation costs on these ones are, he doesn't seem to be showing it. Which could just mean that he is a badass and doesn't seem to have problems activating them, or the activation costs are not high.
So am I
So yeah,
able
these
to pick out what
spellcrafts.
the word means? Or?
Yes, so that's a spellcraft to try to figure out what the effect is. As thankfully, it seems to be an effect that is more similar to you than him. As the other one was kind of weird and in a space between holy and unholy and just druidic in general of life. But this one you can tell is clearly a sacred blessing. As you can tell, there is some protection cast upon him and his allies, and, even worse, you're pretty sure that healing effects are amplified. You guys ready for the knockout dragout? Health link, healing amp.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Oh,
Josh
Yarmir
is stealing our
jumped
Chimera and
initiative
Cool
last turn, so he should be above Reiner.
Yarmir had a, drink potion.
Yeah.
Alright, Yarmir. would you-
JP's sitting for 5 turns doing nothing and not going up initiative.
Alright, Yarmir, it is your turn. Would you like to go around the corner and see if you've been spotted by Plop or not, or what else would you like to try?
Do I need to open right now?
I think you need to stun his ass.
So
probably.
you can try and stun him. I think he is stunnable. Everyone's taunted. So I think stun, and then you jump him in initiative. So then you can stun ambush, and before he even gets a turn. So that will nullify him having any cleanses and stuff.
Counterpoint,
you're
he may
gonna-
have enough for it to avoid.
Yes, that is also true. We are flanking. Let's
Yeah, you could
see.
just try to blow him up, but they're health shared.
Yeah, so stun would be
Good.
nice. I'm trying to, and at worst, I can blind him so that you can dispatch. So in either case, you can dispatch next turn. So I think you can probably go to the backside of him somewhere, probably,
Yep, that
and
works.
ambush.
Yeah, I want to walk behind him.
Alright, you've yet to
Um,
roll your sneak check, so I need to see if he's actually identified you, though. You gonna take a 10 or you gonna roll it?
I'll take a 10. 29.
Alright, let's see what he rolls. Want me to do open roll or closed roll?
That's a JP call.
I
in this
prefer
case.
open.
Alright. As you walk past him, and his attention seems to be on T-Pav,
Shouting Rhino. Hidden JP.
as you successfully get behind him, and what would you like to do?
And
Move further.
as a reminder, JP, your cold blood lasts 2 turns now, so you can cold blood ambush, and then next turn have cold blood still up for dispatch.
Sure. Come to cold blood ambush.
Yeah, and I would also like to point out for Yarmir's sake, these runestones look eminently stabbable. If you want to...
no. Then if they look, I'm gonna go hit them.
Yeah, it depends on what you would like to do, but as you get around the corner, you can tell that these are runestones like in a set. So if you get over there, you might have a shot of breaking it down and making it fall down the waterfall.
You guys have any objections to that?
Hit the runestones. That is fucking.
Is that so? Here's
100%
the only question I have. Truly, is that a Yarmir job or is that a rabbit job?
That's a rabbit job, actually. You're right. Well,
Rabbit
no.
already used stepping stones.
Ah.
Yeah,
Yarmir
we
already
moved
popped the
it.
fast
I have
motion.
120 feet of movement.
Yeah, Yarmir
Oh
has
yeah,
lightning in
fucking
a
go
bottle.
stab the runestones.
I can lightning in a bottle, but it.
The health share one goes first. Yes.
Yeah,
that one.
absolutely.
Yes.
Go get him.
Alright, and Zach just measured out. I can't get to this one over here.
Yeah.
So,
If you have 120 foot of movement, you can get over to that stone and look at the plinth that it's set in. You think that this plinth is made out of strong metals, but nothing as strong as, well, the tier 4 gloves or fangs or gloves, gauntlets? Claws that you currently have. You probably need to give it a good solid hit, though. Probably something in order with a dispatch or a multi-strike in order to knock it out quickly. Or you could tick it out slowly if you want. I'm the DM, not the boss.
It's a 2-turn cooldown.
yeah, we'll take the dispatch here.
Yeah, both dispatch and multi-strike have the same cooldown. Just dispatch him.
Wait. Does the runestone see him coming?
Roll damage on dispatch. It is a it's not critical, it's not a character, it's an object. So you're just trying to pump damage to break it apart. Now, before you do this, or as a note, this will be hard to recover after for loot. So
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes the party want to take it down or save it or what, because a Spirit Link is fucking busted to use.
Fuck.
I think again, you can take back your movement if you want.
I mean, I'd rather not take it and make the fight easier, but
I was gonna
That's-
take
Yeah, I
forever
mean,
to hit this.
If this were like we're going to kill gods after this, we'd be greeting, but like.
All right, dispatch, and then use a shank on it, because that's not quite enough to knock it out. You are definitely sneaking and flanking on it, though. I'll give you those 2 bonuses.
Yeah, I figured.
All right, 50 was the magic number, as you barely go over. As the stone gets hit and hit, as you see it knock off its pedestal, and suddenly roll backwards into the volcanoes from whence it came. As top of the order, no, it's Rainer's turn. As this would fall back down into the abyss, going to GM layer, and the health pool would split.
Now, okay. Mechanical question, Josh. Is their health equalized by percentage then? Right
Yes.
Now? Okay. So just like Spirit Link. Make that wider, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
I
hit.
think that's too wide.
It's 10 feet. Some like this.
Should be able to hit all of us.
Not everyone, Josh, me and the boss included.
It should be 3 wide.
Is it 15 feet?
It's 15 feet wide because that's what 2 wide is. It's 15.
Oh yeah, it's 2 wide. So.
Yeah. So it's gonna hit all of us.
Okay, yeah. I comfortably hit everything there then. Confirm? Because that's what was just drawn out is exactly how it's going.
Yeah, you comfortably hit the weird creature, the owlbear, which is not going to take a lick of damage, and then T-Pav and Zach.
And
All
the
right,
boss.
awesome. I release a holy then. I don't have any, cringe line to say for this one. I'm just locked into combat.
Should I take strength, Zach, or do you think I should be taking something else?
You only take agi if you're gonna get a large person from Cameron. Otherwise, you take strength.
All right, I'm taking
Alright.
strength.
So 44.
44 is not bad, right?
Yep, the 44 is only ×2 on Giant Kin, which I believe you hit the boss double wide. So I think
Yeah.
you take two rows deep on him. Which, after his bulky resistances, comes out to bloody on him. The owlbear doesn't give a damn. Nothing occurred. And this thing is VB.
And then so it's still my turn, right?
You just ended your holy. So that was your action, was to use holy. That should be the end of your standard action, so you should not have any further actions if that's your question.
Okay. I can still. Well, no, there's nothing new to spell check, right? Or Arcana or anything.
You can tell pretty quick that Yarmir knocked something down, because you can see some of that holy link magic go away. And the boss seems confused for a second, but he doesn't have time to ponder on it as a holy gets unleashed in his face and his attention's drawn back to the battle. So Yarmir, even if he doesn't know where you are at this very moment, he definitely knows that there's a rat skulking around back there.
Thankfully, I jumped him.
Yes,
Alright.
you should.
Top of the order, green light. As this owlbear shakes off the strangeness and has a decision to make. Bunny attack has not been going well, so he's either going to go for Rhino or for Cameron. Owlbears are not.
Rhino did just yell.
Yeah, but Cameron just unleashed a giant fuck you death beam.
All right.
So-
Well, if he enters and then leaves, I'll get an attack of opportunity on him.
He's still in reach if he does that. You got a reach weapon.
Fuck, you're right.
So 1d2. Owlbear is clever enough to know that attacking Zach isn't a good idea. You're gonna be clever enough to know which between you two is the right target.
Am I 1?
Yep, you're up high is 1, 2 is Cameron. Alright, he'll go... No, he's seen the spears. They're not stupid. As he moves there and attacks T-Pav. They indeed have more than 4 to hit.
Yeah, I don't even know why. I'm rolling just to see if I crit
Blunder.
blunder, honestly.
Or get stylish.
I get hit by everything. Dodging is not the rhino's purpose.
Alright, is 9 enough to go through your armor? I
That
don't believe
matches
so.
my armor.
As you manage to avoid these guys' attack. These guys are
This is the
pushovers.
rhino's purpose.
Nothing bad will happen if you continue to ignore these guys when they get low.
Of course not. Good thing that
We have to one-shot them.
yeah. How we do. Crap.
Alright, Quaylen.
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
Wait, hold on. Question, Quaylen.
Yeah.
Any use to basically just obscuring this area, maybe?
What? Just run over there and obscure it?
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Just
Oh
Go
no,
boss.
I can run over and Dust Bowl eventually. Well, here's the thing: I could kill the boss, or I could kill this guy attacking me from behind and try and deal some damage
can't
to
you just like
Albert.
slide around and attack both? Or does that do stupid obscure bullshit?
I get a wide reach. There's no wide reach where I can hit all of them and not hit you. And plus, right now I'm only at a 10-foot reach, so I can only hit. So I can hit the 2 owlbears and the terrifying creature, or I can hit the archdruid, but I can't hit all. And here's the thing: that it obscures them all. So
I mean, honestly, I don't think you
Oh.
care if it's obscured back there, right?
well,
Or you could just
if I don't want to obscure the archdruid from you, so I want to do a wide cone around me.
yeah, maybe like this direction or something.
Yeah, I want to do a wide cone and
Slide here, go there, send it that way.
yeah. So
Now
it-
that doesn't lock Cameron out, right? With the way you can aim it.
no. Well, it's gonna be 10 feet, so I'm gonna hit. Let's see.
Just as long as Cameron can still come in
this
the room.
this area is gonna be obscured,
That's
but Cameron
probably fine.
but Cameron can still.
Now
run
the
through.
question, honestly, is do the owlbears even care about that type of shit?
I don't know. It's a mixed martial CC, so I don't know if that's gonna be something they care about or not. So in either
Honestly,
case,
it's too small to even. It's for
Yeah.
the damage.
yep.
They
so
can they can randomly wander out of that.
Yep. Well, it's obscured. They just walk out. So
Oh, I
okay,
thought that's the like get lost version.
No,
Nope.
that's Dust Bowl.
Oh, gotcha.
Dust Bowl I'm saving.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am using my Dusting Cyclone, and this area becomes obscured. Essentially, all of them and around. I can draw that better, but essentially, all of them are obscured and take 32 damage each. 32 physical, 4 sheer.
Okay, 32 damage and 4 sheer is enough to knock out this one. So 2 back, just so you can see.
Are we trying to do non-lethal these, by the way?
No.
No? You're sure? They're druids, I think.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay. And is that your turn?
Yeah, that's everything.
All right. As our friend, who, despite all of his rage, is just a rat in a cage, is going to attempt to burst out again.
Great.
Yes, the number went up. As you can see, the
Great.
cage burst through and him move closer into the room. However,
Okay.
it's not fully opened yet.
Oh, gosh.
10-15 minute warning for my break. As a heads up.
Hopefully it'll be enough time to get to phase 2.
I love hearing that noise.
Wendigo. Dead one. Next one. Hits T-Pav. This one's using its cunning. You aren't the cleverest rhino that ever existed. As it hits you for 12 shadow damage, and once again triggers a fort check.
Deals 0 damage, thankfully.
What?
You have
Oh,
Connell
right.
for
Plus
DR.
5 DR.
It doesn't do physical damage though. It does shadow. I think he's still gets hit.
Oh yeah, if that's 5 DR, it still deals 2 damage.
Yeah, but I
Okay.
still get 5 HP back from the calculus.
Yep.
And then roll a fort save.
Yeah, give me. Yeah, nothing.
Alright, you pass the fort save. Again, you can feel something coursing through, but it's not strong enough for you. You're made out of sterner stuff. As talented owlbear is just barely not bloodied. And it would strike at you again. It succeeds. Hitting you for, again...
Not DR and armor.
Yeah, not enough to go over. As the owlbears do no damage, as it's Tarkok's turn.
Alright. Am I killing boss right now, or am I pulling the trigger on...
I can jump back there, so...
Are you going to handle the big thing, or do you want me to handle the big thing?
Actually, do I have... yeah, I have stepping stones up. I can go over there and I can dust bowl.
When does red light come back up?
Oh, no, it's gonna...
After Cameron.
Well, Reiner... Yeah.
So Cameron needs to
Cameron.
shuffle through somehow.
Yeah, which you can. So we don't even need to rush back there. So just do your thing.
Should I try to kill the main boss then?
Sure.
Alright. I am going to... Death Wish... Lumbering Charge. This will put us adjacent, not in each other, right, Josh? Do you see the hover?
No, but yes, that'll put you adjacent. You'll provoke 3 attacks of opportunity if you move.
That's fine.
Okay, we'll resolve those before we resolve the charge.
Okay.
So 2 owlbears and 1 of the fucked up creature.
So owlbears see through the obscure. That's good to know.
Well, adjacency,
Fuck.
right?
Oh, yeah, adjacency. I always forget about that for obscure.
So you get crit
Well,
by an
Yeah, I
owlbear,
get by an owlbear.
and then the other dude. So you get hit, crit, hit. So you take 33 physical, which punctures through, and then you take 6 nature, which gets fully emitted, so it doesn't do anything. And then the other owlbear does a normal attack, which I'll just roll the physical portion because the other stuff, even if it goes through, is going to get fully resisted. And explodes, so that goes through. And
So
then
wait, which part of that 33?
that's just the
I took-
physical.
I took the full 33. So
Yeah.
what did I...
33 physical, and so you add your armor
Oh, okay,
back.
that
then.
was the crit. Okay, yep.
And then 25 was a high roll normal hit.
Dang.
And then the shadow dude roll an 11 shadow damage, which is like only 1 damage through, but he does lifesteal off of it. Back to full
okay.
health. Alright, now we're resolved to see if you can beat the boss's high strength.
Yes. So 1d20, 7 plus
Don't forget your inner fire.
36. Yeah, 36 plus 4.
Only had a strength check button.
My stats update.
As you manage to push the boss over as you charge through, as he gets knocked prone.
All right. Big money, no whammies. I press sheer force. I turn around and I try to snap something on him with the weight of the rhino's foot stamping down.
Alright.
That is his left arm.
Okay. So, let me check the difference categories. It's every 10 is a breakpoint,
It's
right?
30 plus difference.
15.
It's 1 to 14, 15 to 29, 30 plus. What's the difference?
The difference is 1 to 14.
Oh, he's that strong?
Strength point.
Fuck. All right. That's only
The druid's a strength boy?
This druid is a strength boy, yes.
really strong. Fuck.
Okay.
So even with all the bonuses, he's still that fuck. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, he's legendary stats.
Jeez. That's 8d6 max. 48.
48 damage. And applies after his armor,
I thought
including
he
the sacred armor.
Fuck, I thought he'd be more con bait. Damn it.
I mean, you still dealt decent damage.
flubbed
48
it.
plus.
No, I could have just recklessed and fucked his day.
Oh yeah. I mean, you still got that. You got inner fire damage. You got
And
yeah.
that's the holy shield. Okay. Keep in mind that they still have the bonus resistances and stuff from the shield that Cameron identified. For the sake of... Does that mean...
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
Second one on the left.
This guy might be alive, and I may have just skipped his turn. Hold on, let me check if he barely lives. You did 32. He has... Nope, he's still down. Just barely. Cool. Alright, Yarmir. It's your turn. You can either come back to deal with the boss again, or you can deal with the extra resistances and healing they've been given.
Or what if I preemptively knocked on this one so we don't have to steal?
You could do that, sure. You don't know what it does, but he's not activated yet.
I can get to either. Thoughts?
I'm kind of pushed out damage-wise, so it's going to be a few turns for me since Sandblast and Cyclone are on cooldown. So I'll be kind of just CCing from here, which means I'm fine with either. If anything, the extra resistances aren't going to matter for me for a few turns, so you can try and knock the third one off.
Yeah, or he's prone, so wouldn't you be able to dispatch?
No, he just used dispatch.
Oh, got it.
He used dispatch to break the spirit link.
Yeah, you can't ambush, I don't think.
Oh.
Yeah,
Can only
'cause-
be used if they're unaware. Well, he hasn't had a turn yet. Is he aware of me yet?
He knows that somebody's back there, but he failed his previous spot check. I would say that because he has been aware of a change in circumstance, he might see you coming the second time.
Alright, let's just go hit the stone.
So you could do another spot
Yeah.
check. You beat him handily the first time.
I'll just multi-strike this one.
Alright, multi-strikes, you get attack, attack, and then your free single attack afterwards. So you get 3 attacks, 2 of them are multis, one of them is standard, because you don't have a shank
Yes.
up.
And what is my damage with this? I don't think I updated my abilities.
It's just do 46 plus. Let's see.
And 50 is the number to beat. So,
Let me just double check your damage and chance, but you have 6. So 46 plus 6 plus 46 plus 11. And then 46 plus 11, and then 146 plus 6. Because I
Plus
assume
6.
he does.
Yep, single
Yeah.
attack. As you hit, and it becomes teetering, and with your last claw, multi-strike. That's not right, roll it again. Yep. Hit, as the ruin goes tumbling down. And as you knock it over, you realize that, unfortunately, your character's not going to be able to gain knowledge from however he pronounces this rune. As it goes, you know, you view it basically like that, and then it just immediately goes tumbling down as you knock it off the pedestal, down into the waterfall, base below. And much to your dismay, you can hear the other one hit the bottom down there and has cracked, obviously, from the noise it made. Long ways
Yarmir,
down.
you've got one priority here. He's not concerned about these orders right now.
Yeah. Good man.
As it becomes the Archdruid's turn. As he would look down the hallway, his eyes seemingly, you know, before he even stands up, his eyes staring down at the foul creature down the way, as he would seemingly kind of stiffen up at that, before he would stand once again and murmur underneath his breath, saying, "Terrifying as the day I ripped you off." Before he would take a deep breath and point his blade at Tipev. Tipev, from your perspective, this sword does not seem normal. In fact, it seems kind of shitty. Nevertheless, he points it at you and attempts to stab.
So it's as I figured. He once held the claws too.
You aren't sure.
Interesting.
Well, no, he wasn't looking at Yarmir. He was looking down the hallway over here.
Oh. Wait, where?
He looked at the creature.
He's looking at the creature.
Oh God! What the fuck? Wait a minute. Uh-oh. I think this thing has the mask we want.
It may.
Real fucked up shit here, boys.
As T-Pav, he stabs you with a sword that is surprisingly sharp, despite the fact that it is looking like nothing special whatsoever. Enchantments? Or something different? You aren't sure, but nevertheless, it's not a very impressive attack or a very impressive turn for somebody of this caliber. You feel like something is missing.
Yeah, something's missing. That motherfucker has, like, equal strength to me. About.
Reiner, it is your turn again, as it falls to you in green light if you want to get out, get away from that thing.
Yes, get up here, somewhere up here, Cameron.
Yes, that is absolutely the plan.
Recommended route would be probably something like this.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Or
really.
Am I gonna get attacks of opportunity?
No,
from
they're
this
taunted.
guy is taunted
They're
to
taunted
T-Pav.
to T-Pav, so just get over
you could,
here
like,
somewhere.
Yeah, yep.
Alright, it is your turn. I believe this is basically a down turn for you, Cameron. So, you haven't done it yet. Would you like to do a figure shit out check by magical creaturing to see what the hell you're running away from and what you guys have gotten yourself into?
Yes.
Alright, some well-needed quick scanning of the brain archives and yelling out to the rest of the group what's happening.
Get your natural one out of the way so we can move on.
39.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
As you look around and look at the strange, shadowy figures, one of which has already been destroyed, and the owlbear. The owlbear is self-explanatory. They are brutal and savage, and before they go down, things are going to get real rocky with them. They aren't really even fighting yet, and you know that once they get low, they get ferocious, and they get hard to kill when they're low as well.
Creatures after Rhino's own heart.
Additionally, those weird shadowy figures on the side here, they were human once, you can tell. They're twisted. Something's weird. And as you're looking around, you can see in the corners here with, a follow-up religion check. I'll give it to you again on the same turn.
A follow-up religion check.
Druidic.
I do have Druidic, right?
I believe so.
No, I don't.
Oh, Druidic religion is what this is about.
Okay, so I'll go over my specialties really quick, because I feel like we've had this conversation 3 weeks and I haven't got to the conclusion because I'm stupid. I have magical creatures, which is a combination of Arcana and
Survival. That's
survival.
an Arcana specialization.
I have Spelunking, which is Dungeoneering and
Specialization. Yep, that's a Dungeoneering specialization.
I have, for lore, I have Istabron, Church of the Divine.
Yep, those are 2 lores.
And then for religion, I have Forgotten Shadow. And then do I still have one more there?
How many points do you have? How much? 11.
Yeah,
you should have a bonus specialization there.
Okay,
Do you want
then
to
it
be
is
Druidic?
Druidic. Yeah.
Alright. So yes, you get a bonus 22 to this roll to identify that as well.
Yeah, okay. Do I recognize any of this shit from the book either, Josh?
Yes, so I was going to get into that. You were recognizing some of the things before. This dream catcher in the corner, you've seen them before. In the book, more particularly. These are dark rituals, or at least rituals of power. Rituals that meld some parts of the Feywild with you. And you think that those catchers have something to do with these dark shadowy creatures, which you know are Wendigos. People who are no longer people and have given into bestial nature. They hunger for flesh, and this is not a normal circumstance. They would have only done this in a dire situation, or if it was kept in a prison. And you look back at the other creature that was behind you the whole time, and you recognize 2 things about it with your high roll. Not quite identifying fully what it is, because that would take a 40 check, unfortunately. But you can tell, whatever it is, it's related to a Wendigo, as it is that ferocious. But what's even weirder or worse is you felt that feeling that you got from it before. Once before, in fact. However, it wasn't with fury turned on you. It was fury turned on Crushgut.
Oh. Oh, fuck.
That is a remnant of the Sealed King. You're not sure how it got out of the jaw or the headpiece, but it's there.
Oof, God. Okay. I will be back. You guys feel free to do that, and I'll be back. As soon
Yeah,
as I
so we'll
can.
pause on Quaylen's turn. Actually,
Yeah.
top of the order. So it is now red light.
I'm gonna do my mic swap, Josh, since he's
Yep.
gone and we're.
And then we'll do a 10-minute break. And now that we had the reveal, we can do the fun music just for a change of pace when we get back.
Check.
Sounds good.
Check one more time just in case.
Still sounds good.
How long is he gone for, by the way?
Josh said 10-minute break. I don't know about Zach.
All right. Okay then.
Alright, that should be everyone. T-Bev, sound off if you're alive.
I'm alive.
I think Zach said he was already back.
I'm a believer. I don't know why that reminded me of Shrek.
Listen, there's a lot of Shrek popping up around my life right now.
You looking forward to watching Shrek with your daughter?
Oh, already done, bro.
I don't think she
Would
understands
be able
it.
to understand it? Yeah.
Oh, no, she doesn't. But we watched it with her.
Okay.
Just watch Shrek when it's too old to affect her personality.
True.
Look what happened to us, bro.
It's not a good example.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, let's kill or be killed.
Alright, Rainer, it is your turn as you fumble all this stuff, and it's been 10 minutes, so it's all had time to marinate in your head. What would you like to call out to the group?
I'd say, oh, bro. It's a remnant of the Sealed King. And then I don't know if I would think to say anything else.
That this thing is the remnant of the Sealed King?
No.
Oh,
thing?
the thing down here. Okay.
I mean, that is probably the most accurate interpretation, because since I didn't get specific enough.
Okay.
As the spears mercifully come back up again, although if that thing can break down the wall, you don't think the spears will be long for this world after it.
I just have zero clue how Sealed Kings work, because I don't know.
Don't worry, this is new to everyone else too. As it is the Owlbear's turn. The Untaunted One, as he would go to the bunny. You dodge. As it's Quaylen's turn again.
Okay, let's see. I will step here. And I will, I don't think I'll do anything to the owlbears, but I might as well do something. I will sheer... No, I'm going to erosive strike the archdruid.
Hold on, this is the wrong song. No wonder it sounded weird. Too slow. This should be it.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's fucking awesome.
What are you doing, Quaylen?
Cool. I'm going to erosive strike the archdruid.
And you took some damage before this. Oh, that's right, that's the hit. You hit, not critically.
So that's 30 physical force shear.
Plus the additional damage you took before. And he's still got the enhanced protection from this thing over here.
Yeah.
keeping him above very bloodied. As you can hear, the thing break and give way. As unless he rolls a 1, that is indeed what's going to happen. Yep. As it pushes through, and in one motion moves towards the spears here, and is already beginning to reach and claw, but it can't quite get there in one turn. As you can see, its hands being narrowly kept at reach by the wall of spears. As the Wendigo here, that Cameron identified, would look through the way at that thing, and suddenly get less of a distinct look at fighting Zack or even the Rhino, as it would suddenly stand in the midst of here. Same with the owlbear, as it would see this imposing, frightening presence, and would raise its hackles towards it. Tarkog, it's your turn.
What the fuck are we doing?
You can't move up just yet, so just...
I'm assuming he stood up, by the way, Josh, right?
Archdruid?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's already stood up. He's still taunted, though.
Yeah.
He stood up and stabbed you.
Yeah.
Yeah, just put some damage into the Archdruid. Oh, I guess technically JP goes first, because JP was supposed to jump Tarkog. Maybe JP can kill that one with extra resistances for you.
Alright, Yaramir, it's your turn again, I guess, because I didn't move you up before the break.
Alright, I have one more turn before I can dispatch again, so...
Might just roots the door.
What?
He's thinking about his turn.
I may just Friend of Darkness then? So you guys...
Re-stealth?
Yeah, you can re-stealth if you don't want to... Yeah, that might be a good play, just to make your way down.
Yeah, move where you
Not
want
bother
and
trying
then
to hit
hit
the
the
other one.
re-stealth button.
Yep, I will go here and re-stealth.
Okay.
This is turn 3 with my potion. How long do they last?
5 turns.
What do you think about that? Just roots the door?
I don't think it'll do much, but you can try. I would just hit the Archdruid. I wouldn't expect this guy who broke through... What was that, Orialcum?
It's a strength. Yeah, he's strong,
Yeah,
but it didn't help the Jabberwock.
he's also druidic in nature. I would just hit the Archdruid, but you can grasping if you want.
The Czech is escape artist. Was he escape artisting the doors, or was he just straight up pounding it?
Well, the Orialcum door is in the ground right now, so I guess it's an escape artist by a way, but...
Yeah, but does he have actually escape artist? The bet. If it, I don't know. If we think the roots will stop it, you help me kill the Archdruid. Are you trying to kill that thing? If I'm hitting the Archdruid?
I'm just here to stall things for a few turns. That's kind of the idea.
If the roots work and I stall instead, can you do anything useful or no?
No, I can erosive strike again. That's it.
Does that do a lot of damage now
I don't know.
on the second hit?
I got 2 hits in, but it depends on how much armor and resistance he has.
Okay,
Because
so
it's
you're going on
post-strike.
the third erosive strike.
Yeah.
I think that's a decent amount, isn't it?
I'd presume this third is going to deal, after mitigation, probably deal 30 to 40.
Because that's about what my Cruel Smash would do. Because that's what I would do right now is Cruel Smash back up.
Yeah, either or. You could always 3 times Reckless, too. That's not much recoil and more damage than Cruel.
Yeah, I'd prefer to do it if he's proned. Are you going to do anything that might prone him this next turn? Probably not. That's a single target for you, isn't it?
Yeah, and then there's a couple turns in between.
I might just root to let you keep erosive striking him. And then if he comes through, then no change anyway. You have to do more stall, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Does he come through and one-shot you, I guess is the question. Probably not, right?
No, and I can...
All right. Yeah, then I'm going to Druid Roots the door, Josh. That's a DC 18 escape artist check.
Is it 3 wide?
Yes.
Okay, so it's like that.
3 wide up to 30 feet away.
Alright, as the Archdruid would look over that way after stabbing the rhino, and seems surprised at that thing having knocked down the wall, before he would kind of slowly retract the weapon from you, T-Pav. And then point over yonder and speak in his slurred speech, the one that he was not using when he pronouncing the rune language, saying, "I can't believe it's finally broken out. And the line for all of us, I think. If I fall, use the sword." With that, he would start boldly walking away from you, T-Pav, towards the door. Do you wish to take the attack of opportunity or no?
No.
As he
The rhino
readies
looked
himself.
on confused.
Is that the last turn of taunt, or is he still taunted?
I think that was my last turn of taunt, actually. It was only 2-turn duration.
Then these other guys should not be taunted as well, as they form
Yeah,
up
no one's
against
taunted.
whatever that thing is. As Raynor, it's your turn, and something weird seems to have happened, as the druid here has seemingly lost interest in fighting you for the time being.
Yep. I'm gonna do something stupid, and I'm not gonna ask permission. I'm going to Hollowed Aurora, and when I do the Hollowed Aurora, I can heal him and do some damage to other people.
Correct.
All right, that's what I'm doing.
Okay, you heal him, and because you are now friendlies, that's a healing amp as well. As he is uplifted, and you have 26 damage to throw somewhere.
And then what's the range on that? So
35.
35 feet. I'm gonna hit this thing's not dead, right? Or is it?
Which thing?
That thing's dead, I think.
That thing's
This one's
gone.
dead? Alright, then I'll throw all 35 right here.
You throw it into the Wendigo.
Oh wait, no. I can, yeah, the Wendigo. Unless because there's no way they can, like, control themselves, to my knowledge, right?
This one just peeled itself away from hitting Zack and seems to have raised its hackles at that thing.
Oh, okay. No, never mind. Then I only hit the big guy.
As you throw bolts of holy magic at it. Roll to hit still. I'll take that 2 will save from
Oh,
it.
yes. What's my spell? Sorry, it's...
You should have it to hit button. Yeah, you
Hit
have a hit
chance.
chance.
4th wood for the left. Yep, that's good enough to hit. As you puncture lights into this thing. However, it doesn't seem to do much, as well that's not a huge hit. As top of the order happens, and you see the spears lower. As this owlbear would peel off, and seemingly with reckless resolve, start attacking that thing. Which dodges out of the way of the attack, its gangly limbs being good enough to just raise up off the ground as the owlbear charged at it. Quaylen, there seems to be an uneasy peace developing on the battlefield, as all the druidics have suddenly turned to contain whatever that thing that broke out. And even Raynor's gotten in on the mix, not taking the opportunity to backstab the Archdruid.
I'll move right back here and use Sedimentary Edge.
As you bulk up the edge of your blade. before this creature, a greater Wendigo, a shard of that jaw, would raise itself up before lowering down and clomping hard on the owlbear that just struck it. You can hear its bones, face, muzzle creaks and creak as it does this. The owlbear is struck. For a lot of physical damage, rendering it very bloodied. And... hold on, I gotta move the owlbear up so I can actually touch it, because this thing is modeled huge. Moving the owlbear to very bloodied. And granting itself some fun stack of something. Pretty hefty hit, but that's all it does in this turn, as the other lesser Wendigo would turn and slash at it too. Critically striking, using its powers for good. Dealing 31 shadow damage and inflicting that same grievous wound that I was trying to do to you guys before its save. It is a pass. As it comes back to Yarmir's turn, as you can see that there's been developments over there, but you aren't quite savvy to them. It's a shame you guys knocked down the lifelink right before you had the join together phase. Because things are about to get real messy.
Fuck you,
Yeah.
Josh.
We should have known that Josh wouldn't have made it that easy.
There'll be enemies soon enough.
Does that mean we get extra resistances now?
Yes. You got plenty of movement, Yarmir.
Yep, I moved down there and I will pop a +6 dex potion.
Okay, you go up in initiative order once again. As it becomes the owlbear's turn, the other one, who would launch a joint attack with its brother. Unfortunately, not paying enough attention and gonna get in the spike's way again. Stuck on rolling the dice. Okay, there it is. 5 on 5 is a dodge for the big boy. It is unnecessarily nimble for how bulking and hulking and monstrous it is, as it seems to be able to dodge out of these expert attacks by just kind of retracting its legs. Tarkok, it's your turn.
Okay. Has it even entered the roots yet?
No, all the druidic familiars over here are just throwing itself on them.
Can I reach it here?
Yeah, I can make its outline clearer. It's that black kind of shadowy outline.
Okay.
We'll make it something
Yeah.
bright.
Okay, you can reach it.
Question is what do I want to hit it with?
Do something easy. A slam, a smash.
Well, because I was actually considering doing what I'm actually supposed to do on this class. And holding Cruel Smash until it moves forward and enters the root.
Do it.
It can't move forward. The owlbears are there. Yeah, it's stuck in the doorway. It's not going to be able to move.
Josh,
Yeah?
how would you play an auto-hit Tugging Breeze here? Can I yank it
There is no
forward into
valid
the root?
tiles.
So what would happen? Nothing? I can't
You
do that.
you could, but you would... If you were to do this, this is ill-advised, you would move it here, and it would suddenly be on top of everyone, which means auto-hits galore, and it
Wait,
will...
that shouldn't be... Oh, even myself? I can't just put... It says adjacent to myself.
Yeah, but then it wouldn't be in the roots all the way. See? That's huge.
Oh, I gotcha. So what, I could move back one and have it all the way in the roots?
Yes, and then you would have the same problem of melting all of your allies next turn
I mean,
as your denying reflex.
are they truly allies?
Yeah, you know what? In this situation, TPAV, I think we can count them as allies.
Friends for now.
I'll just attempt to hit it with a slam until the owlbears start dropping.
It tries to dodge, roll the 5. That is good enough to dodge from it as you try to slam and realize this thing's nimbleness is not just for show, as it's made the owlbears look like chumps, and even you, as you kind of do a quick halberd slash at its arms, legs, long appendages, kind of roils out of the way. This thing is hard to get to, its body is so up high. As the Archdruid would get a dogged, determined look on his face, and is he in melee? Yes. As he would reel back and stab with his weapon. Striking and landing true. This time to much greater effect than when he stabs TPAV with it.
Interesting.
Although not really thanks to limited explosions, as it seems to be made for this.
It's slang enchant.
As it comes to Rainer's turn.
Okay. Now, I have. All right, I think. One second. You guys, I gotta read. You guys might want to take a second. I'm sorry. Go pee if you have to.
What are you reading? What are you reading?
Don't worry about it.
Maybe I can help you.
It's. I want to see something.
Okay, the owlbear in front of you is going to go then, because he's on your side. He's going to use some of his enrage abilities, as he would fluff up and start striking at it with bloodied rage and intensity, and use its free action to recover hit points in a turn. As it uses Blood Frenzy. Striking and d6, 6, missing. So it misses one, hits one. Hitting for 16 physical damage and 18 of that nature damage, and recuperating equal to 25% of missing HP.
Damn.
So 29 HP. As it knocks itself out of very bloodied and back into the lower rage pool. Almost
Can I go
like this
before
thing
it?
is terrifying. Yeah, you do go before it.
I'm asking something. All right, can I double luck, Josh?
What do you want to do?
Holy crap.
One for extra turn, one for auto darkener.
So, you're explain what you want to do, and I'll try to figure out if you really need
All right,
to.
here's the way I want to RP this, right? I want to say something along the effects of, we're enemies by circumstance. I admire your sacrifice today. Despite our fighting, you turned to face the greater threat. And then I want to extra turn, and then on that turn say something along the lines of, or still on the first turn say something along the lines of, then I'll protect you just as I would protect my friend, and not hold anything back. And then I'm going to swap health with the low health thing that was very bloody, and then I want to
wait, hold on. Wait. Can I?
So this is still first turn.
Yes, can I butt in?
Just let me finish, and then you can.
Okay.
How's that sound? And then so I swap health, and then I'm dark shift because of the free action. Luck extra turn, and then on that turn I'm gonna luck a darkener.
That's what I was going to ask, is are you taking into account that you can do the free swap by setting it to a once per fight?
Well,
I don't know if it will.
which
I don't know
is-
if it will require 2 lucks.
It will.
yeah,
because
so-
and I need to void swap. That's why
he
I need
void
to
swaps, and the double luck is to start and finish the Darkener channel.
Okay, moves here uses the Void Swap. The Void Swap puts you in a dark form automatically. So you're at 25 hit points, and the owlbear is at, what's your max hit point?
Oh, what if I swap and then I luck the damage of the darkener instead, guys?
You can't.
96 jump.
Oh, I mean, you can swap and then.
You said
Yeah, and
90.
And then just
Oh,
and then hold it. And
Yeah.
96 jump.
The fact he's dumping luck to do this is why I would put this with Fire Warrior. No
Yeah.
luck required.
I mean, don't even bother lucking right now. Next turn.
Yeah, I would just start the
himself.
channeler, the darkener channel. So free action swap, do my little RP like, enemies by circumstance, but right now we fight together. And then swap health with the, what's it called? I'm sorry.
Owlbear.
The owlbear, and then it feels healthy before its turn. And then I'm low, but I'm channeling a darkener because I know that the only way to save my friend and is to give in to the part of me that I try to run from all the time.
alright. What is it? Light in the darkness.
See a good momentum mori here.
Yeah, so Memento Mori. So yes, you are at 96. You said you were at 96 health before?
Yes.
Okay, so you have a bunch of DR right now, in addition to all of the other stuff, so you're pretty healthy. You're at 25 out of 96. Alright, and then it is the owlbear's turn. You've yet to burn a luck. As the owlbear will now use its standard stuff, so it rolled the first one it hit, so it just does less damage on the hit. So that's all it's done. So it's a more effective tank still, before it then hits to Quaylen's turn.
Wait, wouldn't I have to burn the luck to start the channel?
Yes, so you burn 1 luck, and then next time you're unleashing it with the luck
Okay,
damage.
yes. And then next I would, yes.
Alright. As it is Quaylen's turn.
Oh. That's a wonderful question as to what I'm going to do here. I mean, there's not much I can do right now. Unless I go behind it, that sounds like a horrid idea. Especially with its turn next. I guess I'm doing it. No guts, no glory. I want a stepping stones to get behind it, Josh.
Oh, I think I know what you're about to do.
You step over the wall and go over its head, as it does a couple of lazy swipes at you, but you're immune to attacks of opportunity, so you're fine.
And I'm going to come here.
Oh, wait, I'll
What did you think I was going to do?
gravel vortex to try and push into the root.
I
But no.
can't.
Yeah, it's big.
It's too big for me. I got 15. I'm going to. Oh, I guess I can go here. I'm going to Dusting Cyclone so I can hit through it. If I hit 20 feet into it, Josh, is that three times damage, or is
Yeah,
that
it's
gonna
3D.
be only
It's
two?
a 3-1.
Yeah. So if I do Dusting Cyclone essentially in this range, if I go straight left and then down, they'll still be able to hit it while I get 3 times damage into it. So
Yep, as you cleave at its 2 legs on the ground, it's probably its hind leg from the position it's at. Maybe it's like right leg and its right arm, basically, is how you're sleeping out in that right orientation. Because in reality, I know it's derpy if I do this, but it's probably like that in reality, but yeah, it kind of doesn't look good when you flip it sideways. It looks derpy.
That's roughly it.
It's not enough to obscure it, really, so.
Yeah, it's not enough to obscure it, but enough to get that 3 times damage in, which is going to be, I assume it's giant?
It is not a giant, no.
Oh. 35 times 3, 70, 105.
Yeah, just because it is tall and huge does not mean it's giant. This thing is not a giant creature. It is Fey, as evidenced by the dude who's got Fey
Fucking
sling.
racist, Zach.
Well, I didn't know which type of grader which type of grader he had.
Yeah, it could have been
For
giant.
slaying, yeah. I was thinking giant.
Because it's big.
But yeah, with it being remnants of the claws, Fey makes sense.
As you guys have been down here in this strange place for a while. And now, perhaps only now, when you see this thing rear its head back, do you realize something. Your whole way up through here, through that strange, permanently moon veil, and all the way to, well, the twinkling stars and the strange translucent trees, you didn't hear something that you'd expect to hear when you're going through a place with this name. After all, why would they call it the Shrieking Pass if it was so calm and tranquil? And then, the head lets loose something horrifying.
Crap. Maybe I
It
should
rattles.
have stood adjacent.
It rattles, and Cameron, only through the grit of you using luck are you not interrupted, as this almost certainly should interrupt. But you are holding your own, despite all odds, despite you really wanting to put your hands up to your ears more than anything in the world. As you are all rumbled deeply by this, and must make checks for hearing damage, and the reverberating damage of a shout.
Is that a fort?
Fort save. For limb damage to avoid hearing damage.
Cool.
You also take standard roar damage. Actually, this is big roar. So, 41 physical damage, and a fort save on top of it. As Raynor, you would normally be knocked down by this, however, you are pretty deep into your Memento Mori. I don't think you can have 96 hit points. How do you get that number? I think you have more health. Because 96 minus 5 is 91. 91 divided by 8 is not an equal number. What's your...
Oh, yeah, I mentioned last time, Cam, that your level it should be 8, not 7. That should fix
I'm
your
looking
health.
at level 8. It just says 96.
Yeah, towards B3 says level 7. Right under, you have Cameron, Forgotten Shadow, and Blizzard. That
I have
your health
109
is
health.
109.
109. Okay, so the owlbear is slightly healthier. You're still at 25, but your DR is even crazier. Alright, 104. Okay, you got 13 con, and you are currently missing...
You have 6 instances of Memento Mori.
Alright, 6 instances, which means that you have... What's your intellect?
130.
30, okay. So you get 3 DR per stack, which means you're at 18 damage reduction from Memento Mori stacks. Which means that out of that 41 physical damage, 18 is lost off the top, dragging it down to 23, making you just barely able to live, and it's physical, which means that it's dampened a little bit by your small armor, dragging you ever closer to death as you are at single digits. I know that for sure. 2 health.
Yep.
Holy shit, if he wasn't in dark form, I think he'd just gone down there.
Yeah.
As the shriek continues to rattle, and I need a fort save from Yarmir and Raynor still.
Oh,
I love how that happens, and I take 0 damage because
so
of
you
my
took
shield
7.
and DR.
which means you fully your rock armor just rattles off. Zach.
With armor, DR, and my shield, I took 0 damage exactly. 41 damage, 41 it was resisted with that shield.
All right. As a lot of you take, who failed the check, if you rolled below a 6, you take damage, hearing damage, equal to 3.
So I'm done.
Nope, hearing damage does not apply to health.
It applies to...
No, but Yaramir
Right.
will be teaching you actual sign language very shortly.
Yes.
He's got a chance of healing it in a second. He's an Inquisitor.
Yeah.
He can try to healing it quickly after the fight. So to explain the limb damage system, a 3 is equivalent as if somebody just broke your bone. So yes, your ears start to leak a little bit as your hearing becomes very mangled and muffled. You can hardly hear what people are saying around you, and you know that that is not good. Yaramir is fine, because he barely passed the check, and Bunny, looks like your ears, if you did not full resist the damage, would have some damage as well. And let's check the scrubs on the other parts of the battlefield. Alright, so we got 4 enemies here. 5, DC 7, so Owlbear's fine, Owlbear's fine. Wendigo is not fine, and Druid is fine. The owlbear gets even, or not the owlbear, the Wendigo gets even more bloody from its ears as it covers it and kind of shrieks out in its own, almost fully dampened by whatever the shrieking this thing was.
I wish Baleful Howl did anything near this.
As this thing used Shriek, and let's see. That doesn't trigger, that doesn't trigger. Oh, but it hit something last turn. It's going to consume its stack of Bloodlust and attack the owlbear again. So minus 41 plus the armor. Okay, this owlbear is knocked bloodied from the shriek. This Wendigo is not bloodied, but it is hurting from it. This is even after the bonus DR from that ward. Okay, and it's going to attack again. Alright, does that dodge even with that? No, the owlbear is not very edgy. As it once again lurches down at the owlbear, which is holding on, very bloodied once again.
This is gonna get very rocky quick.
Alright, Yaramir, you put your hand up to your ear and realize that if it can shout that loud, you don't want anything to do with its jaws that bite.
I get it, you're a sheer warrior.
As you look down there, Yaramir, and see your hands trembling. Not seemingly in, well, fear, or whatever it was last time when you were messing with the Jabberwock, but anticipation that it's found another one. And you can hear a command in your head. Bring it here. You're not sure if you like that tone.
How much damage is it taking?
Zach's pummeled it pretty good, somewhere in the 100 range, and Cameron's about to pummel it pretty good on his turn.
Yeah,
And-
we need to burst this JP, but you also need to get like next to me. You cannot, which you have movement speed too, with this being the last turn of lightning and bottle. But you need to burst it and you need to get next to me, because Cameron's about to give it Darkner, which means if it doesn't die, we are extra dead.
Okay, alright. You need to avoid getting seen by this thing.
Alright, I'm still just taking my normal 29.
Okay, you have 29 versus this creature. It does not have 17 spot, but it is uncomfortably close.
Okay. 15.
15. Yes, this is Yep, it is 15 max for it. It's not beyond legendary stats. It's only a partial.
Alright. I do not have cold blood up yet, I think, so I'll turn away.
Oh, you should. It's been like 4 turns.
As you slink away underneath this thing.
Oh, JP, you never cold-blooded because you were going to. And
Yeah, you never cold-blooded.
You never cold-blooded.
Okay. Then I will cold blood dispatch.
Okay, it doesn't see you coming, so it's just a matter of you seeing if you crit. You indeed crit. It threatens, and it always confirms, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's JP.
Dispatch crits.
As you stab it.
Oh, shit.
And rupture through one of its arms, which suddenly seems to catch its attention, if you can imagine that. And you still have another follow-up attack to go through.
So, for your reference, Josh, that's 245, including the bottom ones.
And I have +6 dex right now. I didn't factor in. How does that change?
That adds nothing. It'll add 1 damage to your shank follow-up.
And then you try to attack with the shank again. Shank, it is a threaten with a cold blood, so you can try to confirm.
Are halves just truncated?
Yes, they're always rounded down. And that is a non-confirmed crit. So, sorry, it doesn't crit.
Yep. It's a normal shank.
So 39 in that, which is enough for the other previous damage to render this thing bloodied, as it's taken well over 300 to this point.
Oh my god.
You said bloody?
It is bloodied. It has the nice little red mark.
We haven't really pumped much damage into it outside of that. I've done a little damage. Owlbear's done a little.
300 seems like a big deal.
Jabber will get more than that.
As it is, the Wendigo. The Wendigo is going to attempt to hit it very hard. You're not making them rooted in this yet, T-Pab, right? You're telling the Thorns to keep away? Yeah.
Yeah.
The Wendigo, seeing its ears getting buffed up, is not going to like it, but it's not going to matter because it's going to fail. The first stage in Rage Owlbear is going to hit it much harder than it was before, but not as hard as the previous one. .23, enough to go over some physical and start doing some more damage, but it's not very bloody yet, so it can't do its crazy damage stuff yet. Leading back to Tarkog.
Are we going for broke here yet?
He's darkening that thing. Yes, we're going for broke because he's about to damage all of them and give it a giant ass buff.
I wasn't going to damage those people.
You don't have a choice. Darkener hits everyone damaging. That's why you've never used it with us in the range. Darkener hits every
No, it
person,
just gives
friendlies
them-
and allies.
It just gives them warp fire, right?
No, Darkener damages everyone and gives everyone warp fire. That's why we've never been in the range of it. So
To all targets and yeah, you're
yeah.
Which
okay.
is
I
a-
wasn't going to kill our friends, but
Are you
That's what I
still
figured you were
lucking that or no?
you said what?
Are you still lucking that or no?
I misunderstood. I kind of want a holy instant.
Too late.
I think it fits with this.
Okay.
That's why I was going with the speech you're giving of
Yeah,
I'm going to
it's
stop
fine.
holding
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, it fits. You're right.
As Plope would kind of either not understand what you're doing or would understand and nod and would say, don't let it get a hold
Did you
of me.
skip my turn?
Oh, go for it then.
Oh,
Get the fuck out of my way!
I was just
You have reach. Why do you need to get there?
Because I want to catch the Darkener.
What?
You'll die.
You'll die.
Are you
Keep
sure
it-
about that?
You'll hit one of your auto stabilizers, guaranteed.
Surrounded by enemies.
Yeah, hit your auto-stabilize, surrounded by enemies in the bad initiative order turn. You can.
I mean, am I not hit by it already? Where am I?
You should
where
be.
I'm standing?
That's why I was wondering why you would want to get out of the way. Yep. You won't be bowled over by it, but you'll be hit.
Because that's like the type of strength gain. I would have both strength buffs from Cameron.
No, Inner Fire has dropped like a turn or
Has
two
it?
ago.
Damn
Yeah.
it. I was thinking I might have both. Well, shit.
I'll give it to you the turn after if you survive.
Let me think. Because what I could do is basically stand in front of you, hold action, and then after your Darkener goes off, then I just fucking wail on this.
Whatever you want.
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I mean, as it stands, I'm
here's
getting
the thing,
hit right now already.
I've stopped thinking about like, hey, what's good for the party, and I've like almost purely played like what's cool for my character. So you just do your thing.
Yeah, how much strength do you give and what do you take away before I make my...
For warp fire,
Yeah.
you'll get int over 4, so 7 of an attribute of your choice. And then you lose charisma over, which is 7 of a stat of your choice.
Okay.
They can be the same stat.
Right. Can or can't?
Can. I feel funny. Not different, just funny.
I think I always choose to make me stupid. Losing 7 int.
So your turn, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Got a half hour left. Just pick something.
I mean, I think I get hit with Darkener anyway, so if Cameron's just gonna Darkener both of us, I'll just hold my action.
Alright. Plope is going to stand into it, seemingly recognizing a resolve or not understanding what's going on, before he would reiterate that, should I fall, this thing will wear me, just like it will wear him. He would nod at Yarmir, seemingly identifying the hand.
So this thing's got the third piece. Okay, that's easy.
You might be misunderstanding. Out of character. As Plope would go for a stab once again. Critically striking, rather fittingly. Hitting it for 84 damage, chunking out rather good, before it becomes Rainer's turn. As you can hardly look away for a moment, you don't dare avert your gaze after what you've done to hold this channel and to stop running away. This is, indeed, everything you can throw at it. Your strongest ability at the strongest time. All it takes is sacrificing those who would stand in front of you. Do you pull the trigger, and do you luck it?
Yeah.
He's murder hobo now, boys.
The Darkener rips out. What's the max damage of it? Just roll damage so I can figure it.
It's the same as Holy, so it should be 120, which is maxed and doubled.
Okay, doubled max, okay. Maxed is 60 then. So 60 damage on top of all the Darkener bonuses is indeed enough to go over the top of the owlbears, who are very low at this point. And 64 health on the Wendigo.
And it doubles because of the luck.
Double from the
so
luck, yeah. So
it's going to be 120 per hex.
Yep, so 120 per hex depth. As you knock over the owlbears with it. Surprisingly, even to them.
I did not expect that.
They're already really weak. It would not knock them out normally.
So how much damage to me then? Is that just one tile of mine?
One tile of yours, so it's 120, so you get bopped.
Yeah, so I go to 0, a set back to 1 with my lucky in the dead.
And you get Darkener, as the Wendigo never stood a chance. And neither did Plope, as the
It's purple.
gallant figure behind him of that strange cloak he's wearing and the arm brace on the other side is suddenly overtaken by waves of darkness that pour over him. And then, as if in one motion, you see him fall over, and that wave gets stronger as it rocks into this creature. Plope falls on the ground, bleeding out or already dead, you don't know yet. Same with the owlbear who's next in the order, as this creature is brought to the bloody edge. Very bloody edge, in fact. As it sits there, sitting, stunned and darkened. Not literally stunned, but pushed, pulled aback.
I'm going to use my action after Cameron.
Alright, what are you doing?
I think...
Are you taking the killing blow from me?
I held my action for this.
Yeah, I know.
I took a Darkener for this.
And you got a luck, just pound into him.
Yeah, but I'm wondering with what ability. Because
do not reckless.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. So, and Cruel Smash already... So I think it has to be a sheer force, whatever that does.
If you're going damage, you heroic strike and you smash.
I heroic strike, vicious attack, death wish.
Vicious attack into a cruel smash if you're doing damage.
Well, because should you hit, the opponent takes critical damage. Does that even do anything extra?
Oh, if you're lucking, cruel smash is not the way to go.
Yeah,
if you're
yeah,
lucking, I
have a bonus luck
Why,
from Lucky in the
why
Dead.
luck at all?
I have a bonus luck.
He has a
from Lucky
bonus
in the
luck.
Dead. I got this.
Then you just slam.
Yeah, but what about sheer force?
It had 50 plus strength.
Yeah, but right now I have a bonus 16 on top of the.
If you want to sheer force, go for it.
For the sake of something cool, just do it.
For the sake of the memes and do it, go for it.
Well, because I think one problem is I'm not sure if a luck sheer force actually does as much as I think it does.
It does a 25. You take a 25 on the roll.
Let's see. Do it. You're a strength boy. You want to do it? Get that sheer force in there. Let's see it. Especially because you got the warp fire now.
I think it still outstrengths me.
As its head, as it gets blasted back by the Darkener, and it kind of put its head headbutting the Darkener forward, and surprisingly, after the Darkener passes over it, the waves, it staggers forward slightly, just into the Rhino's waiting grasp.
Yes, I'll luck a sheer force with Death Wish and Heroic Strike. And I don't know if you can vicious attack this when attacking with a melee weapon.
No, you're not attacking with a melee weapon.
Yeah.
It just kind of leans forward, and you grab its head and begin a tug-of-war.
Yes, so my total strength bonus is 16 plus 7 plus 38 plus the 25. That's 86.
Yep, so this thing rolls 1d20 plus that, so it rolled a 52. 30 over as you pull and yank. Roll damage. $97 as you pull and yank and pull and yank, and surprisingly get some give as you rip and pull.
That should also be plus a couple extra if that's not enough.
Yeah, for heroic strike and whatever. Yeah. As you feel something give and continue to pull and yank, as you can see this head's rearing back, which confuses you as you continue to pull. Until its head finally rears back all the way, and you realize what you have in your hand is the mandible. As this creature has pulled its own jaw off. And seemingly, without that, its head just kind of rears back and its eyes more or less start to disintegrate and fall away. You have the jaw in your hand. It is your turn, Quaylen.
It's not dead from that?
It seems to be deactivated? You aren't sure. The body doesn't seem to be moving anymore, if that's your question.
Yeah, the life from the body seems to be gone.
As the rhino is holding a mandible.
Just curious, what would have happened if I just flat out? Oh, I rolled pretty high.
If it seems like it's dead, I'm just gonna Sedimentary Edge just to get some help. No, I'm gonna double tap it.
You stab at the corpse of the creature here and see that it seems to be turning to a strange, fleshy mass as it's rolling back, and you kind of push it into a wall where you can see that, or rather smell, that same putrefying blood scent that you first walked in the room with. It gets stronger. Yaramir, it is your turn, and you're not sure why combat hasn't ended quite yet, but you can still continue to prep and get ready. As there's...
Try and take the helmet off the druid.
You walk over by the druid and get ready for that. As Tarkog, you are holding the mandible. This seems to be, well, probably the jaw of the beast that you were thinking of, as it definitely doesn't seem like a normal artifact. However, you can see on the ground the Archdruid bleeding out there, however, with his one good hand outstretched towards you, towards the mandible. Do you give it to him?
What the fuck?
Who's holding their hands out for the mandible?
Archdruid.
I say fuck it. We'll kill him too if he turns into something.
Isn't he dead?
Bleeding out.
Oh.
Fucking give it to him.
You want me to give it to him?
Yeah, let's see it.
Well, you know what? The Rhino has 3 int right now. He looks at both of you, and you both gesture to give it to him. So, yeah, he does.
You hand it to the Archdruid and begin the fun Phase 3. Don't worry, this is going to be more of a show match than anything, considering how low of health the Archdruid is. As the mandible touches his hand, before suddenly, with seemingly low volition from him or even you can see it crawl and creep towards his own jaw, which now that you're looking up at it and Yarmir has inspected, he seems to have ripped it off before the fight. And it seems to have been a while ago as it's wounded, which explains how he was slurring when he was talking before. As the jaw falls back into place, and the Archdruid would stabilize and stand up. Before he would turn to Yaramir at 1 HP and very bloodied, and inform him, "Your final piece is with Darogan to the south. Don't become like I am." And with that, you can see the jaw begin to click and clack as he puts his hand to it and begins, or rather attempts to rip it out again after he got his final message out. But instead, you can see something weird happen. You thought it was peculiar that a druid would not change shape this whole time. However, it seems that this was a conscious effort on his part not to do so, as this does not seem like a shape that you would be familiar with or would want to take. As you see, a corrupted, dire owlbear transformation, complete
That's
with
fucking
that
sick.
That's awesome.
strange mask jutting out from underneath him, making a strange beak-like structure, as he would caw out in rage and confusion. Clearly, nothing left of him that was there a second ago. However,
Dire owl bear druid.
I just want to fuck. Yes.
You just want to fuck him?
Yeah, that too.
Good to know.
as Quaylen,
count.
the initiative falls to you, as this last creature of which you have several building stacks of your execute up. Would you like to do the coup de grace with a erosive strike?
I was going to Sandblast Swirl because that auto hits.
Alright.
But I will come up with adjacent wherever it is, adjacent-wise. Actually, I'll make sure I can...
Just execute that shit.
Yeah, Sandblast Swirl.
Okay, just making sure. I was gonna say, just go for something cool, man.
Oh yeah, this is my... Sandblast Swirl's my primo ability, what I built everything around on, ability-wise, just sweeping, swirling, cutting around.
Does that knock him back?
Yes.
Alright. As you swirl and slash at the owlbear, which seems to put up a claw as if to defend itself, even though it is at 1 HP and barely stabilized. As you knock it back, Raynor manages to duck just barely underneath it, as it tumbles over the edge and claws its way back, even after the slashes, as it bleeds out all the way down, a strange blackish ichor. The Archdruid died last turn. At least, that's your best approximation of whatever that was. As that was not even human, after all. It wasn't the Archdruid who accepted Raynor's final blast, at least. That was something clinging onto life, no matter how desperate it got. You don't choose to remember the Archdruid that way. That doesn't seem quite right. You all stand there, stunned for a moment, as you realize, or rather unravel, the last minute of what happened, and surmise that perhaps this was a bit ambitious to go for on a side track. But now you need to find one last piece. Oh, and you probably need to retrieve that jaw from wherever it ended up down there. You kind of sheepishly scratch the back of your neck, Quaylen.
If only I had 3D movement and the ability to not take fall damage.
Yeah, you're fine.
Well.
Get out the rope.
Yeah.
Get off the rope, not to lynch him.
Yeah.
And we still have one rune for us, right?
Yep, there's one sitting up in the back.
Can I
Highly.
see if I can activate it?
We don't even know its
No,
word.
we killed
Yeah,
the
you
one
did.
up top. So we don't know what the top one did. We just know the resistance and the life resurgence.
Yeah.
And
You heard the resistance one. It was High League was the
Yeah,
one.
but I'm at the top one.
The top
yeah,
one
the
fell
top
over and
one we
got
have
cracked.
no idea.
That,
Yeah,
the ones you knocked over are gone.
Well,
Yeah.
he's got to go down for the mask.
We heard
Yeah.
him crack down.
no, we
You
heard him
might as well
crack.
get those. Oh, okay.
Yeah, heard him crack. We can keep the we can see about the resistance one and,
Yep.
and such, but
Looting time. As you look over at this thing and realize that it is indeed gone, and that the body of the Archdruid seemed to have a lot of interesting stuff on it, but that requires you to go deeper. While up here, you retrieve the Holy Ruin, which doesn't take that much difficulty, and you heard the activation keyword being High League, if you want to use it yourself. It seemed to provide quite a bit of a healing boost, and a lot of DR when you activated it.
I
Although,
would like to do that.
you weren't sure what the activation requirement is, so...
At this point, I think it's just cool to do it.
Fair.
I'll give it to you that it's activated for now, and you were allies at the end, so you can use it to patch yourselves up. Quicker than you otherwise would, as you guys start scoping out for loot, I'm assuming?
yes.
Alright. The area up here, you scour the vaults and find that, well, aside from an old denning area for the owlbears themselves, the area behind the, the prison that got busted out seems to be, well, rather barren. Kind of just a prison for whatever that creature was in the dark.
Yeah.
Which means the actual vault or the loot must be elsewhere. As you start looking around, and realize that this central platform here looks to be controlled by something. And as you're all kind of sitting here waiting for a moment, you can feel it kind of begin to thrum a bit. It seems to be like a magical device of something. Would you like to use it? This is assuming you guys are getting patched up, so you guys take a little bit to patch yourselves up. Raynor, roll a couple of heal checks on your ears.
What do I roll for that?
Your heal skill, so it'll be 1d20 plus 16. As you start talking to the party and asking them what happened, only to realize you can't hear your own voice. It's a 1d20.
Fuck.
You managed to get it down to mild hearing damage, which isn't that bad. so you are slightly hard of hearing after that big shriek that happened, and you didn't take time to cover your ears. So you've kind of got probably a ringing tinnitus that's going to stick with you for a long time, if not forever, with your heal check. Not the end of the world, but certainly something to remind you of this fight. So you rolled enough to heal it down a level to the point where it's only affecting you on a flavor-wise level. So you can say you're hard of hearing if you ever want to not talk to someone. Anyway, you guys patch yourselves up and realize the central platform here seems to be a magical device of some kind. Would you like to try to activate it, or would you like to look around more thoroughly around here first?
Well, first I would like to see if I can... Is there any more information I can get from what that fucking creature was?
The weird thing you identified?
The giant, scarier monster.
Yeah, as far as you know or could tell from your 39 before, that would be something that was the Sealed King or was a partial part of it. You didn't roll well enough to identify what happened fully, but whatever it was, that jaw is probably what caused it, considering how immediately corrupting it was to the Archdruid as well. You think that that could be some kind of end state of JP's claws? But how the Archdruid got there and separated himself afterwards, you aren't sure. Well, I mean, he clearly ripped his own jaw off to get it away, but you don't know how ripping your own jaw off translates to a weird monster that needs to be locked away in a closet. That's kind of the question mark status here.
Okay, and then
it came out of the jaw, basically, or is the jaw in some way.
After I check all of that stuff and do as much as I can, I'd like to take my book and walk around and see if there are any things that I piece together better from all of this, right? And then at the very end of that, I'd also like to use the device that's in the center of the platform.
So looking around here, you can tell that this place has seen better days. The way it's described in your book, and whatever few details, and now that you can see like the drawings he's doing, like he was clearly trying to draw these ruins before, and he didn't put it together. Or draw like the swirling patterns, or draw like the dream catchers around here. And the way that it's described in your book is a lot more perfect and not run down like this place clearly is. This looks like a temple that's already been kind of worn down over the centuries anyway. And you have a bad feeling that you may have just done the final push. And you aren't quite sure what the next generation of druids looking here could look like. But you did do as Plope commanded anyway, and to stop holding back. The Dreamcatchers over here you recognize as part of that ritual to control or summon the Wendigos. And as for the owlbears, those are, just gifts of the Night Mother. Nyx, her favorite creatures are owlbears.
My favorite creatures are owlbears. I'm going to get one of those fuckers tattooed on me.
Before, you would like to go down into the middle of the room and use the device?
Yes.
I'll join him.
Yep, as you guys all start cramming on the device here, you start putting power into it or activating it with the spellcraft to realize that it is heading down an elevator. Would you all like to take the elevator?
Yep.
Are we max health?
I mean, yes, I hope Cameron healed you before you took the rune out.
Could you imagine? My character's like, oh shoot, I forgot, and then I slap my forehead and I knock
die.
myself
Only,
out.
the rhino's typically tending himself after a battle, but that's only 18 at a time.
We should have like a chromosome check, actually. Where like every time there's a chance for us to do something really stupid, we roll. If we're one outside of the range or one below the range, we're fucked.
As you guys head down lower and lower, lower to the base of the waterfalls, and here the roars get louder and louder. And finally, at the base here, you find a clean stone structure, which you can identify as a vault of some kind. You've descended about 80 feet, and can see the battered remains of that owlbear down below, as you manage to set off just in front of this strange tree. So put yourselves around it. Basically, the elevator kind of splits out just above it, above the surface of the water. Over a ways yonder, you can see this is part of a vault. All of these clearly lead to different alleyways and temples, or parts of the temple. Most of them decrepit, however, a couple of them you can see, lies in artifacts and parts potent for druids. Something to look over in due time. As right now, you need to simply inspect probably the corpse and whatever you are in this room. Or
Josh.
wherever this room might be.
Embiggened me. Thank you. That felt
Yeah.
tiny.
We just search around the room spot, grab the
Alright.
sword left over,
Is it
etc.
how taboo is it to take material from the dire corrupted owlbear that's in the ground? Out of character.
Foreboding.
Out of character.
You look over at it, and you can see that whatever this creature is, most of its useful loot has been dropped off to the side, and it seems to be in a weird half-transformed state between Plope and this creature as it fell. So, Plope's gear is on the ground next to it, and this creature seems to be cursed or in the middle of something. You're not sure what kind of useful reagents you're going to get out of it as a beast, because this is kind of a weird middle ground. So, you aren't going to be able to harvest Plope alchemically, unfortunately. So you can see his weird, equipment off to the side, though.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that.
As you inspect over here and take your time perusing the vaults, Yaramir, where are you at?
Hiding from even his own party.
I took the elevator down and never put myself.
As everybody begins to inspect that, you felt strangely drawn to the tree, and you're not sure if it was because of, well, the memories it brought up with the Dryad and the Moonchild. But before anyone else does, you notice something strange sticking into the trunk of it. Something which is ornate and beautiful, which you wish you had the dexterity to hold on to nowadays, after you put on the gloves.
Oh, that thing's fucking sick.
What?
Damn.
You put your hand out to it, only to realize your clawed hands aren't going to be able to hold it, which is a crying shame, because everything in you wants to hold on to that thing. You can tell, even without any appraised skills or knowledge of magic, that it is special in some way.
I've already got
Yes.
sneak. If the rhino takes.
As the rest of you begin looting the body here.
Be a real shame if it was a ritualistic int dagger.
Where is this loot table? I know we're getting close on time, which is why I'm trying to get to loot quick, so you can have it while we're in the fun time.
Thank you.
Couldn't we also go over it before our next session and decide what to take out of session?
Alright. On the Archdruid. One of it's cursed, but the rest of it is fine. You can tell pretty quick. The Beaked Mask had nothing to do with the jaw. There was a red herring. It is, however, a very good headpiece. +2 to hit, tier 3 leather. And, were you a druid that could transform, it would grant you access to the owlbear transformation.
Ah,
Oh my god.
come
Josh.
on, man.
Fuck
Josh,
you.
fuck you.
Fuck you.
It's a really good helmet still.
A round of fuck yous from the party.
All right, now
Blessed
we
by
have
the-
to fucking
Blessed by the
Keep
moon
that-
goddess Nyx.
Yeah,
keep
so
that,
it's
put together a campaign where we can transfer this thing off for some bullshit reason.
Really,
Well,
someone's
see,
got to be a Nyx worshipping druid from out here, but shows up in Nova.
Shows up, kills this party because what the fuck did you guys do here? Anyway, next item he had was his sword, which is the cursed item. A fist blade made from meteoric cold iron, which grows in strength when it defeats creatures vulnerable to cold iron. A face-slaying weapon. Right now, if you pick it up, you're pretty sure you would be cursed to wield it forever, but you would gain, or rather retain, what he had kept on it. Which, in its final end state here, is a tier 4 with greater face slaying. One-handed
dagger?
sword.
No, it's
Oh, his sword.
His sword, called Dreamcatcher.
Is there a picture for this one?
Yeah, it's
It is not popped up.
it's his arm. You see the sword arm?
Oh, right, yeah.
What's his other arm?
His other arm is, in fact, the Wingguard arm plate. It's a unique item. It takes up your shoulder, glove, and offhand slot. So, kind of like a shield, but better. Or bigger. And it grants you extraordinary protection. 10 armor, 5 nature res, and 2 to every other resistance. Takes up an enormous amount of equipment, but is extremely protective, which is why he was so damn durable. It just casually has 3 armor on it, and he's got a one-hander. So it's a sword and shield combo on crack.
What does it give again?
Wingguard arm plate. Shoulder, glove, and offhand slot. Provides 10 armor, 5 nature res, and 2 to every other resistance.
Damn.
So it's a souped-up tier 3 shield and a couple other armaments with a bunch of armor and chance equivalent, basically.
So that sword continues to grow as it kills Faye.
It's currently maxed out at a tier 4, so it's 46 plus 4 damage, and if you hit Faye, it'd be a plus 16 damage.
Does it regress?
I'm saying that if you put it on right now, I'm not going to make it regress, but it's already maxed out because he was using it.
Right.
Yep.
It's like the one that Brune was using, where it gets stronger over time, but this is the end state for this one.
Yep.
And it's cold iron, so it's already going to face fuck Faye, so.
The fact that it matches my polearm in D6.
Yeah.
Kind of tempted.
Yep, so.
But I'd lose double.
And lastly, and I'm sure everybody's favorite that it's going to be clamoring over, except for Yarmir, who's cucked by having the trinket slot already taken up by something very good. An artifact that he did not have time to use because he had so many other items to use in this fight. His prized Grand Raven's Claw.
Oh,
An accessory slot.
come.
An accessory slot, which when used, grants you the ability to fly in short burst. Each activation lasts a minute and can be used 3 times per day to gain perfect flight equal to your movement speed.
When rhinos fly.
Give it Cam. Holy fuck.
No.
Imagine just darkener from the sky. Fucking Green
A
Lantern.
beam just
okay.
falls to the
There's
ground.
a pretty good angelic, like, oh no.
This item also allows you to fall slowly and ignore fall damage, even when without a charge. So that's all the risk-free loot, except for the item in the tree that Yarmir has been standing at, staring dumbfoundedly at.
I whistle for the rhino to come up.
You're probably going to whistle for the appraised guy to come by.
I also whistle for the appraised guy to come by.
We both wander
You
over.
whistle and I come like a dog.
As everybody stares at this strange dagger stabbed into a tree and is equally captivated, just like how you were out of character at oohing and eyeing of, that looks cool, whatever it is. As Cameron, you attempt to identify it with an appraise, and also probably a knowledge arcana.
Okay, appraise is 10.
It's 5. You're not talking at it.
This
Oh,
is where
yeah, good point.
this is where Rhino enters his dual wield face.
Arcana is 11.
This blade is valuable beyond comprehension as you look at it and realize, even without a genius, that that's like mostly Orialcum and something else, as it dawns on you that this is a tier 4 dagger. And with a 28, you can tell that Plope was not bluffing earlier. In the flesh, you see in front of you a sealed king. A real one.
Fuck.
However, as you reach out and try to feel it into it, it seems hollow. A husk, maybe.
Nah.
A dagger of immense power, but without the king inside. You don't know exactly which king this is, if it is any that is known to you in the West. But here, in the most sacred grove of the followers of Nyx, with an emblem of a raven carved into its base, you found one. And have just killed its last protectors. End session.